Hola. Hello. Okay. It's Saturday. Where did the days go? Um, all right. Well, this has been a crazy day, but we're going to start off with another disclaimer. There is yet another storm happening right now. It seems to have moved off for the most part, so I think we'll be okay, but I have to disclaim that if I suddenly go off air again, that lightning may or may not be involved. It has happened more than once on this channel, more than once to this house, so yeah. Anyway, long story short, if you ever want to get struck by lightning, maybe try Texas Hill Country. Just give it a shot. It seems to happen a lot. Um, Thank you all for being understanding on Tuesday. I was gonna stream then, and unfortunately, it would seem that my I I had to wait for the family to get home because the dogs, and it just turned into a nightmare. So, and their flight was super late, and like by the time it all got sorted out, I got here and I was like, oh my gosh, like it's too late and I'm tired and I cannot make it happen. So apologies, that didn't happen, but we're gonna pick up where we left off, i.e., do the same plan tonight. And that plan is to watch. We're just gonna do a watch through. I'm not gonna play because I don't have the myth. I need these myths to rerun because don't own them. And anyway, all that to say is, I have a YouTube video of a myth for Xavier for Shooting Stars, which is the one I think we're supposed to watch in order to understand um, the Xavier's new night myth, which we're going to continue playing next time. This myth should take about an hour. So, and that's without me constantly pausing with commentary, which I will not. So, you will you will get many of my commentaries, and so that might be like an hour and a half. So I was thinking we'll just play through it, see how far we get, and we'll see what we do. But for yeah, that's my plan for today is to just start with that. So with that knowledge, I'm gonna go ahead and we're just gonna jump in and start playing it and get it done. See where we are. See how I feel about Xavier at the end of this. I may stop halfway through the stream to get like water because I just now realized I don't have water. You, I may get up. I have headphones, so I can get up and you won't even notice I'm gone. It's fine. I'll get water. Um, Hi, welcome. So, like I said, today is going to be a Xavier a Xavier stream. We're gonna be um Oh, you're ready for Otakon? Yay! I cannot go to Otakon. I would love to go to Otakon. But I cannot. I hope you have a great time though. I'm so jealous. You must come back to this stream and tell me all about it. Um but yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and start with Xavier today and see how this goes. And just gonna see. We're gonna experiment. We're gonna see. I'm gonna go ahead and move some things around real quick. I no. Just need my bit rate to be visible and then we can see where we're at. All right. Without further ado, you know what? Let's just Oh, hold up. I'm like blocking my chat. Don't do that. Ah, you're following through with this to replace the combat boots. Okay, all right. I'm excited to see. I was wondering if you were are you're still gonna bring like a pair of like flats or comfy shoes so you're not walking in those all day, right? Like take care of your feet. But I was thinking about you the other day. And I was wondering how that all turned out. So I'm excited to see. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to rearrange some things on my desktop so I can see everything and not feel like I'm missing some things. But there might be some things because make the OBS player smaller. But I want to see my bit rate, so that might be. Oh, that worked out. There we go. Figured it out. Okay. All right. This one's gonna be full screen, and let's flip screens. Yay! I'm gonna wear them. Oh Michael, my sweet, sweet, sweet friend. You may. I pray for your feet. I got pain preventative sole support gels. Okay, cool, good, good, good. I was like, I hope those work for you. They don't. I have weak ankles, so they don't tend to work for me. But my case is not everyone's case, so I am excited for you, and I hope that I hope it's all awesome. I'm excited. It's gonna be great. All right, let's see. All right, I'm gonna go ahead. I want to go back to the beginning, and I'm gonna test the audio here because I don't think it. Let's see if it plays. I'm just staring at it like. Yes, it does. Okay. Today's watch through is brought to you by Lavender on YouTube. Thank you for live streaming / just doing the myth all the way through and like nothing else so that I can watch it and benefit. I appreciate you. Yeah. All right, continuing. Good. Y'all can hear that hopefully. Okay. The one good news is I get to hit spacebar and pause this so I can read. Our old tale is found in the annals of Philos' history. Wandering bards sing of it throughout the land. For hundreds of years, Philos' throne sat empty. Now the crownless queen of legend, foretold, regains her scepter. I'm so confused. Okay, I'm already confused. We are like not even 10. Oh, we are at 10 seconds. We're 11 seconds into this. Actually, there was an intro. We are not even 10 seconds into this. Philos is to be ushered in a new spring and wait, hold on. I need to back up. Okay. My brain is not working. So you are all gonna get a very tired / interesting, like me trying to follow history. Okay, lore. For 100 years, Philos' throne room sat empty. It's empty. It's empty. Okay. Now the crownless queen of legends foretold regains her scepter. Okay, so there's a new queen who just dropped in, Nito Burrito, and Philos is to be ushered in a new spring. In darkness does one claim a glimmer. Okay, where did she come from? How did she get there? How did she get to be queen if the throne was empty? I have questions. This isn't like the steward of Gondor, right? Like she's not a steward. Like legitimately got the throne back. Is she Aragorn? Questions. The new queen shall bring the dying Philos a chance to regain his former light and glory. Something tells me that doesn't happen. Oh, look at the baby. I sit on my cold throne at the bottom of the steps in my grandest night, Xavier. The queen's coronation ceremony should be a day of bliss, yet he chose today to bid me farewell. Are you not afraid that the backtrackers suspect you betraying them for a private audience?
They are aware. As a knight, it is my duty to attend to your majesty.
He looks somehow more trimmed. Something about him looks a little bit more like not like, this is gonna sound horrible, like put together. Like he seems a little bit like his hair looks shorter. I don't know if that is if I'm just getting too used to seeing the Knight banner, but his hair looks shorter. He looks a little shorter. And are you truly okay?
The spaceship is ready.
Your trip is one of danger and uncertainty.
Our safety is assured so long as your majesty doesn't call our steel into battle.
Your majesty, he addresses me with cool indifference. Actually, Xavier hasn't addressed me with my name for years. And now seeing him stand, I realize it's been some time since I've gotten a good look at him. You've already made up your mind in that case. I rise from my throne and walk down the steps. I will tell the citizens. I stand before Xavier. The grandest knight perished in battle. I shall give him the highest honor. He smiles at me.
Your majesty has my gratitude.
The wind sweeps into the room, the tassel with the star-shaped charm swaying on the swords. Nightfall obscures the tassels, but it's seen... You still have that. Xavier's thumb brushes against the hilt of his sword.
Yes, I do.
I remember the first time I asked him about it long, long ago. We were but students at Arista Knight Academy. Oh, so I've been here the whole time. It's not like I'm new to this planet. Winter snow melted and wavy leaf sea lavenders. Ooh, that building is pretty. Crowded around the statue, the holy sword of the goddess. After hearing the Star Hunters return from their space expedition, I rushed out of my dorm and sprinted down Exercise Avenue. Students huddle in small groups, listen to Vice Captain Jeremiah brag about his adventures. Jeremiah, where's Xavier? Jeremy! Oh, I like Jeremy.
Looking for our princely prefect, are you?
I am, yes. Quite, Jeremy. I'm also looking for you, Jeremy. I miss Jeremy. When do I get to see Jeremy again? I like him. He checked his surroundings and sketched his head.
Strange. He was here earlier.
Ooh. I turn to look at the looming clock. I know where he is. Must be at the secret hiding spot again. I run to the clock tower, ignoring the shouts behind me.
Don't bother him. He's injured. Near death's door, I'd say.
Jeremy, why do I get the sense that you're trying to distract me from where I need to go? Oh, Jeremy. At the very pinnacle of the clock tower, Xavier sits on an edge. Why didn't you tell me of your return? Planning to sulk in the shadows of the clock tower?
You still sought after me, even when I hadn't said a single word.
Yes, I did. Also, oh my god, you're so mysterious. What's going on here? I have questions. He didn't turn to face me, and his voice was surprisingly calm. I forgot how to. Sorry, I'm looking at. I'm looking at chat. I forgot how to sew, so my parents are gonna sew the pieces I had done alterations on. Oh, nice! That's very cool. That's helpful to have when you have family members that do know how to sew to help. That's really helpful. I was all self-taught. I had to like learn the hard way, which I don't necessarily recommend. Like if you can take a class, awesome. But I was lucky enough to have like enough friends getting into it with me so that we all kind of like, I guess, compared notes. But I did have to like watch video, but back in the day, watch videos on like how to do a sewing machine. Like back then, it like they didn't have like a lot of YouTube videos with tutorials. So like how to thread your bobbin and how to, excuse me, switch out a needle. So I had to learn all that by myself. But I did have to. But you just kind of figure it out, and there are some atrocious costume pieces that will hopefully never see the light of day. That didn't make it, but it was, yeah, there was a lot of I did kind of learn how to hand sew in school, so I knew how to hand sew, but I didn't know how to use a machine, and that was a learning curve, and everything's a learning curve, which just explains why it takes me 20. Like I am still not happy with my sewing skills. I feel like I could improve too. So that's really cool that you have your parents help. That's awesome. Okay, buddy. I'm confused. I'm confused by this myth. Castle and star-shaped channel. You must have been staring at it again.
What's wrong? Did someone tease you?
I look away. Yes, you. Jeremy said you were on the death's door. I was somewhat concerned. But here you are, pale and whole.
I can be on death's door and you would only be somewhat worried. I see.
I won't even bother fretting over you next time. Well, I was worried you...
Well, I was worried you desired revenge. Only an arm and a leg would suffice.
If you are genuinely worried, then don't keep us in the dark. And you owe me. A month ago, we had a break from our studies in the winter. The Wanderer attacks became more frequent on Philos. All students were to report their whereabouts to the academy. Xavier was the only one who did no such thing. A day after our winter vacation started, he quietly boarded the spaceship for the Star Hunter expedition and disappeared into a starry sea. Shh, was all he said to me when I happened to meet him by chance prior to his departure. The academy and your family were relentless when they lost contact with you. I covered for you and worried about your safety. Sleep has evaded me ever since. The more I remember, the greater my anger, but Xavier continued to laugh. Back the... I would be so pissed at him. I would be so pissed at him. How dare you? How dare you? That's rude. Why? There's like one hair on my nose and I can't get it. And it's like, where is it? It's like I can see it, but I can't get it. But how the audacity of this man. And I'm like, Raphael is the audacious firefish, but this man here has just got like, he's got balls, but also he's just like in the most annoying way. Because it's like, seriously, you could have just said you had a plan or told me anything. Like, but he doesn't tell anyone anything. He does not explain himself, and then he gives you like cute little excuses as to why he doesn't need to, and it like, I am not fooled. I am not fooled. You cannot fool me, Xavier. Ugh.
You were quick to deflect any suspicions heading my way. Your next drink is my treat.
Only a drink? You owe me so much more than that. Is that it?
Would a piece of brown sugar cake satisfy you?
More than that, but sure. The gentle breeze passed by us, and his laugh only made me more upset. I decided not to forgive him just yet. 2 pieces.
All right.
And you have to eat them with me.
I'll spend a whole week having my meals with you.
That's better. Closing his eyes, Xaviers lay down to the platform. Okay, that's better. But that's better. But that does not excuse the point. He totally just distracted MC and was like, here's some cake and some tea and some things so that you forget that you were mad at me. And ergo, don't ask me questions about where I've been, what's going on. And I'm sitting there like, seriously? I would be so mad. Like, why are you doing that? Like, explain your logic. I want to know what's going through your head. And cake will not distract me. Peach cobbler is a different story. Actually, brown sugar cake sounds pretty good. Aw, this is cute. Oh, there's the tassel. See the tassel now, I get it.
It is quite unlike you to stare at me without saying a word. Breeze is delightful. Won't you join me?
No, I'm mad at you. Wow, they have like armor on their hands. These suits are pretty. They're like iridescent.
The Lightseekers will start their recruitment next month. Shouldn't you be training? They seek...
Clearly, you don't need to train since you just snuck on their ship. I've got so many comments.
only one new face.
You've always avoided talking about your family. Is there a reason? They say you have someone on your mind if you stare at an object for a long time.
As I've told you before, it's not what you think.
I don't believe you. He has yet to tell me the story behind the sword tassel he always carried. Yeah. That's all I gotta say is yeah, exactly. Tell me more. I don't know. If we got into a tangle, or like worse yet, if we got on a quiz show and I had to answer questions about this man, I don't think I could. I don't, like, with a gun to my head, I do not think I could tell you anything about Xavier. Other than he is an ancient alien. That's all I got. All I got. So upsetting. Oh, is that why he looks younger and like more put together? Because he actually is younger and this is like from thousands of years ago? Oh, he aged well. Like fine wine. This tassel is a living fossil. Your beloved must like vintage things. Your beloved? Who's his beloved? I thought MC was beloved. He has another beloved? I have so many questions.
Is that so? And may I ask what kind of tassel is popular nowadays with the townsfolk?
Wait. Everything about that sentence makes me think that he's still old. He's still an ancient alien here, which means this is, again, not his first, but he's from Philos. Oh my god, I'm so confused. I've got so many questions. He's avoiding the important part. Simple, neat, just like the one on your uniform.
I never noticed. To be honest, your description matches this tassel.
No, it doesn't. They're different. Your eyes are not working. I'd rather... What are you doing? Aww, they're being cute.
And what were you about to say?
Oh yeah, they're... Oh, he was blocking her ears because the bells. Now I get it. Now that you've returned, you're on your own when your family comes knocking.
Since your next few drinks are my treat, may I ask another favor?
No, 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 no. The drinks and the cake are you recompense, like a recompense for the fact that you left me, sir. You do not get to then call in another favor. That they're paying a past due bill. This would be a new bill. Go ahead.
I'll tell you later. Go to class.
That's not okay. No, you don't get to hold a favor. No. Also, why am I going to class? It's like nighttime. Go to class. We'll meet at noon tomorrow by the Holy Sword of the Goddess.
We'll meet at noon tomorrow by the Holy Sword of the Goddess.
Are you asking to spar once more? I'm so confused. What's happening? Astria Knight Academy is the oldest, most prestigious institution in Philos. Many of the planet's swordmasters and grandest knights studied and graduated from the academy. It was established to train knights for the Order of Lightseekers who answer only to the royal family. The Academy's three student houses specialize in various branches of swordsmanship. The Star Hunters specialize in the strength style, Moon Chasers specialize in the supporto style, and the Rainbow Runners in the defensive style. However, everyone regards one another with respect and is willing to work together. Okay. This is confusing. I'm confused. Yet this year's students thought I, the Moon Chasers prefect, had an arch nemesis. In other words, I had a supposed rivalry with the Star Hunter prefect, Xavier. Next day, noon, by the Holy Sword of the Goddess in the Academy Central Plaza.
Hurry, everyone! The Moon Chaser and Star Hunter prefects are fighting again!
Why does a Moon Chaser always pester His Highness Prince Xavier?
Wait. If I'm the queen, why is he the prince? I have questions. This doesn't make sense. I'm calling Uncle.
Our prefect is a student of the grandest knight. When swordsmanship's involved, it's hard to say who wins.
I'm
It's been
so
quiet.
freaking confused.
Why are they fighting now?
The preliminary rounds to join the Lightseekers are about to start. Maybe they're settling who takes the spot?
Don't they have the same teacher? They should make better use of their time.
They probably despise each other.
I'm so
That
confused.
has to be it.
They must truly hate each other then.
I don't think we do, but I don't get what's going on, so I can't tell you. I stood amidst the ocean of people, holding my sword at my waist. Sitting across from me was Xavier, unperturbed by the gossip.
My weak point will be revealed by your 30th move. Strike
Okay.
me down before my comet trail determines the outcome of our battle.
This is not the favor I thought you would call in. This is not it. This is not it. Why do you always request a public meeting when there's no excuse to not go home, Xavier? Everyone and their mother believes we hate each other.
We both attend the academy, and the Grandest Knight is our teacher. You are the only one who has a chance of winning against me. Losing to a stranger would be unheard of.
Okay.
This shall be our last duel.
Our last duel. You said the same words upon refusing to take the final exam for culinary arts. The professor spent the entire afternoon scolding me for bullying my
I'm
classmates.
sorry.
Do you refuse to meet His Majesty? Is that why you snuck out with the expedition team?
I wish he never was my father.
So he is the Prince of Philos. Then who the crap is the Queen? I have questions. Xavier lowered his head and pressed the sword hilt. His fingers touched the tassels. A star-shaped charm shone bright, almost blinding me. Alright, however, this is the last time. I also have a request.
Go on.
I stared at the tassel for some time, and then shifted my gaze elsewhere. With the flick of my wrist, I unsheathed my sword. I'll tell you when you lose. Let's get started.
So, what is to be your 30th move?
Don't go easy on me. I'll defeat you in less than 30. Yeah, how about we focus on the 29 before that? What if I'm using combos? How does that count? Later, when the royal messenger arrived at the academy with guards pushing away the crowd, they saw His Highness Prince Xavier had challenged his classmate to another duel. They moved quick as lightning, sparks flying off their swords.
Another clash of steel. For what?
For fun. While the royal messengers knew of the little swords, he noted the girl's strikes were fast and aggressive. His Highness
Strange. His Highness was never a poor fighter.
No, I'm just better. Meanwhile, the crowd was swept with the spectacle. How ruthless! They certainly are rivals. Upon closer look, the royal messenger discovered something peculiar. Though the girl's offensive are good, her impatience prevented her from landing a decisive blow. His Highness simply stayed calm and was quick on his feet. He showed no signs of
19.
panic.
20. 20 and a half. I parried it, so only half counts.
Stop counting my
Verily,
moves,
less than
Legolas.
10 moves remain. Should I not go easy on you now?
What is he? Time to put an end to this.
The royal decree he brought today was related to the future
Separate them.
of Philos. Oh, we're getting separated. The royal messenger to the guard behind them then immediately arrived to the duel. About to unleash a technique, the girl forced herself to stumble so she wouldn't hit the guards. Panic finally appeared on the prince's face. He rushed forward, putting himself
Protect
in
His Highness.
Nope. The guards, as they were told in the Academy Central Plaza, was plunged into chaos. Onlookers screaming, "Oh shit, we got the royal guard involved." Listen, I thought I was the queen. I leaned again to the holy sword of the goddess and rubbed my sprained ankle. Xavier was taken away by the royal messenger. Our duel ended with no clear winner, and the crowd quickly fit.
He went too far this time. It's unbelievable Prince Xavier would have the gall. Even if the position of Lightseeker is at stake, His Highness can't just ask servants to interrupt.
It's not like that at all.
Still defending him? Don't forget.
Jeremiah paused and suddenly put an arm around my shoulder.
I'm only saying this because we're friends. Rumors speak of ambassadors talking of an arranged marriage. Attending the academy doesn't change how Xavier is of royal blood. The guards must be having a word or two with him about it. If you're desperate to ask him, you'll require more than luck. Do you need my help?
Ooh, Jeremiah's so healthy! Oh, I like him.
What are you two talking about?
Oh. Xavier? I immediately stood up. You had a rather short chat with the royal messenger. Being quiet, his gaze moved from the face to an arm around Jeremiah's pensive expression. I could sense the hostility.
Don't glare at me.
I thought you have another lady love. Who gave you the star charm? Why are you upset about Jeremiah putting an arm around me? I'm not even the queen or princess. I'm so confused as to what's happening. Where are we? What's going on? Who am I? No idea. No clue. I got nothing. Where does
Your
it feel for
Highness
the
left
ride?
her injured. Someone had to step up. She was drowning in a pool of tears because of Your Highness's lack of mercy.
Jeremiah is exaggerating.
It's a shame your kindness was wasted.
Xavier responds in a monotone voice as he pushed Jeremiah's arm off my shoulders. He is a jealous boy.
I should provide succor for my junior.
Well, I was only acting out of the kindness of my heart.
I know that word is not what I think it means, but every time I see it, I don't think it means what it actually means, and I'm always like, sucker. Okay.
Heart.
Oh, sorry. The plaza was enormous, yet Xavier insisted on passing through between Jeremiah and me and dragging me away. Xavier?
Made your junior instead of mine in her moments of distress, if your heart is so full of compassion then.
Oh boy. I feel like they're fighting. Ooh, this is a pretty room. I like this room. 10 out of 10, this would be my house. Like, I want my house to look like this. This is cool. I had been learning swordsmanship from my teacher for as long as I could remember. My teacher was one of the greatest sword masters in Philos. He was also the Grand Knight of the Lightseeker Legion and one of the Knight's most trusted men. King's most trusted men. Excuse me. I can weed. I had known for a long time that I had a classmate named Xavier who was a prince of Philos and whose swordsmanship was top-notch, but I didn't see him for many years. My teacher said it would be my duty to protect him in the future. Because he would be the future king of Philos, and my destiny was to become his bravest, staunchest, and trustiest Grand Knight. Later that day, Xavier gave me a piggyback ride to my teacher's house. Xavier, my legs can walk just fine.
Were you actually crying back there?
No! Jeremiah was saying nonsense. Do you actually believe him?
Let me check.
Xavier put me down and
Your
leaned in
eyes are
close.
red. If you weren't crying, then you've got to be sick.
Rude! My eyes are fine. I'm perfectly fine. His body blocked out much like cupping my cheek. He rested his thumb on the lower eyelid and stared at me. In which case... To my surprise, he blew air into my face. Ew, excuse me!
I
Xavier,
spied
you...
a silhouette of a hooligan in your eyes. Now all is...
I want to slap him. I want to slap him very hard across the face and be like, excuse me.
as well.
I'm not 5. Hooligan, do you mean Jeremiah?
To approach you for no reason, let alone touch you. How is he not one?
Just because you're jealous does not mean he's a hooligan, okay? Just so we have that conversation, all right? You're the hooligan for suddenly making that weird expression. Indeed. I tried to grab Xavier. He didn't move and instead dragged me down with him. Why? Oh, I keep clicking because I think it's the screen.
You'll be walking with a limp if you twist your ankle again.
Excuse me, had I twisted your ankle, our teacher would never forgive us. He'd speak of...
The grandest knight is to be the king's steady blade. Where his majesty points, your sword must follow. In every waking moment, every dream can I recite those words.
Oh boy. Ooh, is he not coming back today? I haven't studied the techniques he showed me. I'll be dead if he asks.
He is with the other knights. He will be away for some time.
Why are we here? Oh, no, nope. He's here. Sir, he is here.
You're back already.
Congratulations on your flawless victory.
Who taught you two to formally greet your teacher while on the floor? Stand up.
Whoops. Whoopsie poopsie. Because of our teacher's success, the dinner was exceptionally lavish. After being on the battlefield for years, our teacher exuded an aura of intimidation even when he removed his armor and
Has
sat
the
at the
Light
table.
Seekers expedition been fruitful?
We were told in secret of a royal family member's disappearance. It's possible they are lost in the stars. We have our orders to find them. Were it not for this, our expedition would have been much better. Your Highness has traversed the starry sea in winter. Any insights?
I couldn't help but clench my fork. From what I knew, the less our teacher spoke, the more grave the situation. Tonight's meal was destined to be unappetizing. I want to punch him.
I should not have.
Across the table, Xavier is solemn stuffing pieces of roasted chicken in his
Philos
mouth.
is vast, and the Academy's expedition scarce. I must accompany the Light Seekers next time.
Whether I take you with me is up for debate.
Ooh. Take that, Xavier. Knowing Xavier always avoided responsibility, he turned to me.
What happened to your foot?
Me? I was trained.
Having worked so hard, who won today's duel?
Well, damn it. He knows. We didn't
I
fight.
requested she.
Xavier and I unwillingly interrupted each other. We realized we had been caught.
Well, this is the first time I've seen the king use a grandest knight to skip class. Since you enjoy the clashing of steel, a tie is not sufficient. Outside, the both of you. Another 1,000 strikes. Don't come back until a winner has been decided.
Damn it. Xavier and I looked at each other reluctantly, set down our cutlery, and stood up from the table. Before we could move, however, there was a sigh.
Eat your fill before you depart.
I feel like this is a bad idea. I feel like this is asking me to have a stomach ache. I don't want to eat like a feast and then go work out. That's too much. The holy sword of the goddess stood tall in the night. 2 swords sang, their call-lighted sparks like brilliant stars. Xavier has been tasted it.
In spectacular fashion, you have tasted victory again.
Why do I feel like he's going easy on me? I caught my breath, rubbed my tired arms, and raised my sword. One more.
Are you determined to do 1,000 strikes? You fulfill every request our teacher makes.
Don't pout. I'm getting my revenge. This is my revenge for you not telling me things. I also fulfilled the request of your highness. How would I have sprained my ankle
Well,
otherwise?
as your prince, I'm commanding you to sit down and rest.
With his chin, he gestured to my hands, still holding the sword.
Tend to your bloody hands.
Ooh, that's not good. Girl, you got blisters. You need some band-aids. Bandage that crap. Under the holy sword of the goddess, Xavier and I sat near each other. Taking my hand, he poured medicine over my bloodied palm. Ouch! Use it too.
And
It
yet,
hurts.
with remarkable determination, you didn't appear to be in pain.
I'm in pain. What part of ouch was not me in pain? It's great to be punished by our teacher and then reprimanded by the prince. Xavier carefully bandaged my wounded palm. I gazed at the tall statue behind me. I understand our teacher's reasoning. This is the monument was forged with from the swords belonging to the previous grandest knights. I was to be reminded of that. Wherever his majesty points, a knight's sword must follow.
Knight.
Bitch, if I want to be a knight, I can be a knight. Rude. It's only a matter of time before I am. Hugging my knees, I enjoy the sight of Xavier being focused on tending to my wounds. Why did his majesty send the royal messenger here?
They're requesting I return, like always. The royal messenger said the preparations for the titleist ceremony are underway.
Ooh, the titleist ceremony. Titleist ceremony so suddenly? What is it? As the only prince of Philos, Xavier had to participate in the royal family's numerous ceremonies. Not a single one could be skipped when he has to wear the crown. The statue was covered in ivy. Fireflies flew out from under the leaves. Specks of light illuminated Xavier's face, yet his eyes dimmed for a moment.
He might not make it this time.
Ooh. He, as in the king? Xavier's relationship with his majesty was subject of taboo. Will you depart immediately? He shook his head.
I refuse to forget that incident.
Oh boy. What incident? Xavier never told me what happened. I could only surmise a vague idea based on bits and pieces from our conversation. If I'm correct, the incident occurred around the Gladius ceremony. It was a tradition passed down from generation to generation. Only those who wielded the light blade could prove themselves worthy to ascend the throne. The trial was known as the Gladius ceremony. To the south was Starfall Forest and... I'm sorry, reading very fast. To the south was Starfall Forest, and a wanderer made its nest there. Xavier was to enter the forest and kill the wanderer himself. I was present on the day everyone went to see the prince off. Starfall Forest was a desolate place with an unstable protofield. At night, a heavy fog enshrouded the trees. Their leaves rustled in the wind and the shrieks of mysterious birds. When Xavier entered Starfall Forest, all became quiet. The forest was a wanderer quietly observing its prey. Everyone waited at the outskirts, wondering if the prince would return. Day after day, the forest remained silent. They thought the wanderer devoured the prince and left one after another. I was the only one still waiting for him. Xavier would always leave me like this. At times he joined the expedition team. Other times he was returning to the palace with the royal messenger. I'd always ask when he would return. He always returned within the time frame given to me. Before the prince entered the forest, everyone was praying for safety. At the time, Xavier whispered into my ear, 7 days. After 7 days passed, it was a moonless night. I was the only one still waiting for him. Before dawn broke, a faint light appeared in the forest. It got brighter, then turned into a white figure. Xavier emerged. The light blade dissipated into countless specks of light. He approached me, the wanderer's protocore in his hand. There was no joy or relief to be seen. Keeping his head lowered, Xavier silently hugged me. What he encountered or saw in those 7 days, it shrouded in mystery. Killing a wanderer should be celebrated, but Xavier had changed ever since, as part of him was left behind in Starfall Forest. Uh-oh. That's not good. That sounds depressing. Amidst glowing fireflies by statues, Xavier lowered his eyes.
I can't become the man he wants. I will never sit on the throne he leaves behind either.
Xavier and I were walking different paths. It'd be foolish of me to say I understood him. I could only hold his hand. If you are the next king, I promise to stay by your side.
The thought is pleasant to hear. Yet.
Xavier smiled and looked at me.
Are you resolved? Is it your wish to be the king's sword?
Yeah. Yes. Make me a knight. Yes.
And if I don't wear the crown?
What? Xavier and His Majesty have been may have fought, but I never thought the possibility of someone else becoming king. Then I'll be somebody else's knight. I'll have to swear an oath of fealty, become the grandest knight, follow him to the ends of the world, look only into, and he won't be Xavier. I never managed to.
I don't want you to become another's knight.
Then become king and do your duty. Do your duty. To your family. To your planet. Become the king. Why is this so hard? Why do all the princes like, I don't want to be king? I get it. I get it. It is a gilded cage. And it is not all it's cracked up to be. And it's a lot of responsibility. But hey, buddy, you seem like a good guy to do it. Especially with all your secrets.
I also won't let you be at another's side.
Okay, so become king. Xavier.
I can choose not to become king.
Can you? Can you really?
You can choose not to join the Lightseekers who answer only to the royal family.
Were you not listening? Were you not listening when I said I wanted to be a Lightseeker? When I said I wanted to be the... Okay. My wants and dreams, not important. Clearly. His notions were beyond me, yet he stared at it rather aloof.
Philos is boundless. We are able to do all sorts of things. Why do you need to follow someone else's orders? To become a Grandis Knight?
I don't know. It's what the lore said. Our teacher said this is how I should live. What else is there?
I'll take you to Uluru.
I'm sorry. Uluru? I give that voice actor props. That just rolled off of his tongue. A+.
On my last expedition, I found a newborn planet. I named it. No wanderers or people were observed. Only flowers. In a mere glance, a person can see every planet in the universe. Blue ones, red ones, pink ones.
That's a lot of planets. Didn't they say Phyllis is slowly dying? How can there be? Xavier lowered his head and fire present on the wavy leaf sea lavender petals.
With spring's arrival, hope is soon to follow.
Spring. What is spring like on other
I
planets?
recorded that planet's coordinates. Once I've settled my personal affairs, and if you ever surrender your wish to be a Grandis Knight, let's elope. We'll spend the rest of our days in Uluru.
Did this man just propose? Why am I playing with scissors? I'm playing with sharp objects. I'm putting these down. What? Did he just propose? He just proposed it. We're... Oh boy, howdy. Oh boy, howdy. This got serious real fast. What do you mean? Whoa, back up. This is, we are still in school. And we're going to Uluru. I can get this. By the end of this stream, I'm gonna get this. Uluru. We'll spend the... it's not habited. It's very lonely. This man is... No. I have questions. Concerns. I fell asleep while leaning against Xavier. When I woke up in my bedroom the next day, it's almost noon. I checked to see if Xavier was awake. As I neared his room, the door was open. Fully dressed, he was already standing in the front of the mirror. Xavier, why are you... Ooh! Oh no, I like this. Well, it's over there on that screen. I like this. This right here, I like it. Where's this? I want this in the photo studio. I want this in the Glint photo studio. I like this a lot. Swanky. Are you planning to return to the palace?
I cannot run away forever.
No, you
I
cannot.
shall personally visit him this time.
Oh boy. You shouldn't go if you are unwilling. Xavier stayed quiet. He picked up his sword by the mirror. My heart sank as I noticed the tassel. Who knows when I'll see each other again? I mentioned having a request before our duel. May I ask the question?
You can ask 10 if it pleases you.
I tried to cheer myself up, and who gave you the tassel with the star-shaped charm? Your lover? Lady, he just asked you to elope with him, so I'm gonna say no on the lover, but okay. Xavier looked at me for the moment. He suddenly smiled.
At long last, the time has come. Yes, It's from the person I like.
But you just asked me to elope with you. I'm so confused. Is he two-timing me in this myth? What's happening? I knew it would be true, yet I felt uneasy he confessed so easily. Then she is truly someone you like?
Yes.
Who gave it to you? Are you very fond of her?
Unlike any other. Her brilliance holds a special place in my heart.
Okay, then why did you just ask me to elope with you? What a jerk. Ugh. I clenched the hem of my coat. The regret of having asked such a question is tangible. You fancy her.
She deserted me years ago. I've sought after her ever since.
You son of a bitch. I'm a consolation prize? No, I do not do second place. Ask all the other men in my life. I do not do place number 2. For such a reason, you accompanied the expedition team to seek her out?
No, not at all.
Do you keep the tassel to remember her?
I've never forgotten her. She was the one who forgot me.
That seems suspicious. Did I lose my memory? Did I lose my memory? What's going on? How could she? Despite the beating, sad matter, Xavier wasn't the least bit upset for some reason.
We've crossed paths, but she has no memory of me. She can't even recall the time she gifted me this tassel. There's a certain expression she uses whenever we meet.
As he spoke, he glances at me, seemingly dissatisfied.
It is one of blissful ignorance and wonder.
How dare she? Seeing Xavier like this, I pitied him. I don't pity him. He's teasing you. It's you. You forgot. You need to work on that memory issue you have because he's sitting here teasing you. I no longer regretted asking. I could only feel indignation for what he suffered through. Xavier, I need to tell you something.
What is it?
I gritted my teeth, deciding to be honest with him. You should give up on her.
Why?
Why? She doesn't even remember you. Leave her and find your own happiness. Many girls admire you at the academy. The Moon Chasers have Lilia, Joanna. We also have Sarah from the Star Hunters. They're all lovely ladies.
I see. Do you want me to pursue someone else? Chasing another skirt?
I'm so confused. No, I want you. Just remind her that she's the one who gave you the damn charm. She's making a fool of herself. Also, don't play along. Xavier. Xavier took a step towards me.
Is there anyone else you'd recommend?
I cannot. The staff in the dining hall, the young miss at the bakery. Xavier took another step. Okay, he's getting close.
Is that it?
No. Are they not enough? I had no choice but to sit in the bed. Xavier leaned down, his hand resting near me.
They are wonderful, but I don't like them.
Ooh, you didn't like them. It's no use then. He sheepishly annoyed his gaze somewhere, looking somewhere else. I heard Jeremiah said your betrothed had been selected. Have you met her?
I don't know.
Uh-oh. Well, this could get way more. This is getting sticky. Because if my hypothesis that like MC is the one who doesn't remember giving him the damn charm, then that means there's 2 women, and now there's possibly a third. This is getting sticky. I think 2 are actually 1, but I digress. Close the distance between us, and he watched the breath away from our.
Do you fancy Jeremiah?
Huh?
You always speak highly of him. If he's your suitor, I'll pay him a visit before I leave.
Oh my god. No, stop. For what reason?
He and I should have a discussion.
It didn't seem like he wanted an afternoon tea, but a duel. I tried to hold Xavier back. Don't you dare. I asked him to inform me of the
You
rumors.
are concerned about him.
Oh, you jealous boy. He's not a bad person. He's foolish and always needs my help. Of
So
course
you
I'd be
fancy
concerned.
fools who request your aid.
Yes, because I am a strong knight. What makes you say that? Xavier narrowed his eyes, then sat down next to me on the bed. While I was perplexed, he took off his brooch.
Put this on for me?
Oh my god. He's like, I'm helpless. Help me. Look at me. You have to help me. You like when you have to help men. Here, help me.
I believe it was crooked. I'm not capable of putting it on properly by myself.
Oh, you are such a lame.
I need your assistance.
What a tease. What a tease. Take the brooch
Is it
off.
on?
Yeah. Yes. Having spent a lot of time with Xavier, this is the closest I've ever gotten to him. Maybe the brooch's clasp was designed to be tight. I was nervous.
You can't put it on either.
Nope. You and I aren't the same. What if your betrothed dislikes your inability to wear your own brooch?
My betrothed could be as much a fool as I am. She'll be incapable of putting on a brooch for me.
Aw, I accidentally pricked my finger. Ow!
She could even prick her finger in the attempt.
Are three actually one? Are three people one? Does he actually know who his betrothed is? I have questions. I have to scoot closer. We need to be closer. Okay. I have questions. I have so many questions. His hand's in the white glove.
Why are you and injuries always a pair?
Listen, I'm a klutz. You should ask yourself. Bleeding stopped. I quickly took back my hand and stood up, pretending nothing happened. The palace halls are too troublesome. I'm better off as a knight. In a few days, you'll officially be a crown prince and eventually king. I have to work hard. If I join the Light Seekers next month, I'll be a true knight. I will protect you.
Is that so?
Yeah,
Are you sending me a gift if I take the throne?
I thought about it. Can I also give you a little star?
A little star.
You're charmed, dude. I poked the hilt of his sword. Kidding. You buy fair?
I want it handmade.
Oh boy. Before I could respond, Xavier stood up and attached the sword to his waist.
I must take my leave.
Okay. Already?
I should already be at the palace, but someone overslept. There was a delay.
This suit is so pretty. I love this suit. 10 out of 10, no notes. Love this suit. Your cape. He has a cape? Xavier stood at the door and looked back at his silhouette, basking in the soft afternoon light. I met Xavier's gaze. It dawned on me on this person, the Prince of Philos, the future crown prince. He would be the one I would swear to protect forever. I handed him the cape. When will you return? Should I even be asking? I put on the cape and smiled. He always did whatever he would. Yeah,
I'll return when you wish to see me.
Okay. Whew! Yawn. I'm yawning. After Xavier left, I didn't see him again. The ceremony to bestow him the title of Crown Prince wasn't held. Xavier never returned to the academy either. No one told me why, and my teacher refused to speak of him. 1 month after Xavier left me, I passed the exams to join the Order of the Light Seekers. It was my first step in becoming a Grandest Knight. I was walking the path my teacher told me to follow. Oh, this is so sad. Time passed and the king passed away. There was to be a mourning period of 200 years before a successor took the throne. Year after year, fewer people of Philos cared about whether someone would be king. And in those 200 years, no one spoke of the ceremony to bestow the title of the Crown Prince. I didn't stray off the path I had chosen. Step by step, I became commander of an elite squad. However, we had no king. The authority of the knights was weakened as different squads were scattered all over Philos. Each kept to themselves and lost contact with one another. Ooh. Dude, you are plunging your planet into darkness. This is not good. No bueno. During that time, I simply marched on and swung my sword. I didn't know where I was headed. I just kept thinking of Xavier ever returned one day. If he became the king of Philos, I wanted to be by his side. I want to know why the hell he left and caused all this pain and suffering. Years later. How many years later? In the depths of the forest, I was leading my squad in a fight against wanderers for several days. Everyone was exhausted from the endless sporadic battles. At night, I sat alone in the forest clearing, planning our next move.
Starfall Forest was always home to an unstable protofield. Not a single person made it out alive these past few months. I doubt we can take down the beast.
You're ruining the mood. If the best knights in the Order of the Lightseekers can't defeat it, no one can.
Xavier's Gladius ceremony took place here. Always brooding over that. Your persistence is... No. Could it be?
Jeremy, stop. Nonsense. I don't know what he's saying nonsense to. I have no idea. After we graduated, Jeremiah became a light seeker. He was one of the best knights under my leadership. And in the past 200 years, he was the only person I could talk to about Xavier. I wonder what happened to Xavier, but I won't sacrifice everyone for that curiosity. Jeremiah sighed.
With the death of His Majesty, your teacher went on an expedition into the Starry Sea. The Lightseekers are supposed to serve the Crown Prince. But that bastard Xavier, we're all scattered to the wind. Who knows how many already abandoned knighthood? If things turned out differently, we wouldn't be in this mess.
Yeah, everyone's mad at Xavier. Dang, what is... See, how many... Like, God, there's a lot of animosity here that I feel like could have been cleared up with a simple conversation. Stop whining. We should rest while we can. Jeremiah patted my shoulder before going back to the others. I have questions. After the trees had grown for centuries, their canopies blocked out even moonlight as the fire went out. There was no light. Everyone soon drifted off to sleep. The birds ceased their serenades for the time being. I didn't fall asleep, not when a white figure appeared in the depths of the forest. In spite of the darkness, it was cloaked in a soft light. Our gazes met before it walked away. It can't be. Xavier? What the fuck? I would be so mad. I would be so, like, unbearably angry at this man. So mad. So mad. I am so mad. I cannot. Ugh. How dare. I can't. This is... How dare he just, like, leave his planet and all of this like... God, questions. Like, at least set something up so that your people aren't, like, left to figure it out for themselves. I chased after him. His movements wasn't too quick, but he wouldn't let me catch up to him. In the depths of my heart, I knew it might be an illusion, but what if it actually was Xavier? Xavier, wait. In the moment of exhaustion, I blinked and the figure disappeared. Did you just get lured deep into the forest? And like a scuttlefish, like is it a scuttler fish or like cutler fish? Like that fish that has the light on it. She got dragged. The forest also vanished. I was in the center of a galaxy, its expanse unending. It was an illusion. I could hear my heart pounding and started to fall in the waves of stardust. Damn it. Everything was turned upside down as if I became weightless. I fell at the speed of light, down, down, down in a nebula. What is this place? I was a stone descending into a lake. Billions of stars vanished, escaping my gaze. Am I still in the forest? Nope. Gotta go with nope. Or you're hallucinating, or you did fall asleep and you're dreaming. Embrace the darkness. Time and space dissolved into nothingness. Whether I opened my eyes or not, it mattered not. The line between life and death blurred. Ooh, that's terrifying. Did I die? Death is so quiet, weightless. I'm a feather floating in the starry sea. I didn't need to... whatever. Still, my only regret was I wasn't able to see Xavier one more time. Well, that's his fault.
It's you, isn't it?
That voice, it sounds familiar.
Answer me. Where are you?
I don't know, I'm in the darkness. I'm so tired I lack the energy to open my mouth.
Hey!
Lavender! Before, I could sink into my dreams. The blinding white stung my eyes. A beam of light? Question mark? It was like watching the universe be created. Light spilled into the darkness and swirled. From light everlasting, the world unfolded. I opened my eyes, unsure if it was still an illusion.
Don't fall asleep. Please, wake up.
You don't want me to wake up, because if I wake up, I'm going to punch you in the face! I'm so mad at him. This is such... I have a rant. I have a rant like brewing in my loins, and I am ready to scream. Sir? In the thousand bright world, I saw Xavier's face again.
You can't fall asleep. Let's go home. Together.
Are you sure you want to do that? The planet kind of hates you. It was like a dream. Xavier returned to me. He was also a light seeker. After rescuing me from the dark, swirling cosmic vortex, Xavier took me into his base camp on the other side of the Starfall Forest. He was always nearby whenever I was in danger. Strictly speaking, Xavier's squad was not official. Each of the knights wore a different badge. They most likely belonged to various groups in order of light seekers prior. I knew nothing of their experience or beliefs which made them join Xavier.
To think you were actually here. We all thought you went missing.
Jeremiah spoke his mind, just like he did back at the academy, as he
I've been
should.
investigating the forest for the past few years. It's always infested with wanderers. There's something afoot. The light.
And left your planet to sit there and just, I'm so, comments. I've got comments and I've got feelings and I have things to say. Ugh.
Seekers hunted down wanderers in this area only for the beast to be reborn. What a waste of time. I figured we attack the problem at its source. We'll be done with it once and for all.
The command center had been set up with various equipment. Xavier stood in front of the virtual map, calmly explaining his new discoveries over the years to Jeremiah. His voice was monotone, yet firm. I watched Xavier walk to and fro before the big screen. He seemed like the same old self, but also...
Still in a daze? Or are you going to rest like everyone else?
Xavier walked up to me. It was only when I noticed the other knights left. Oh, I'm still recovering from that illusion.
Truly?
And how angry I am at you! God, I'm so angry at him! Oh my god! I would be dazed too. I'd be sitting there going like, I have... Hi, Lunali! Welcome! Join me in having... Yeah, I'm not having fun. I am so angry at him, and I want to punch him into the next galaxy. Because he is upsetting me. Upsetting me. But you know what? Today when I played my daily login for lads, Silas got jealous of the tea delivery man in the call, and that made my day. So I'm feeling better, but this man is quickly making me mad. It's okay. You will love him. Will I love him? Will I? His dad died. He doesn't want to be king, and then he just poofed into nowhere and then decided to show up after God knows how many years and like be like, hey, I've been living in a forest trying to figure out why the forest is infested with wanderers, but like, don't give a crap about my civilization because it's just falling apart. I'm so mad at him. If you're gonna disappear, I'm totally supportive of you disappearing, but come up with a plan first. Also, I don't get what's going on. I don't get the politics of this planet. The myth started with like, you are the queen after many years of the throne being empty, and then suddenly we're back in school and like he's the crown prince and there's a king. I don't get what's happening. I'm very confused. Okay, just reasons. I trust you. I have learned to trust you, but we'll see. He hands me a jug of water.
They say you have...
Yeah, we are 35 minutes into this 52-minute myth, and all I am is very angry. I have a lot of things to say about Xavier, and none of them are nice. They say you have someone on your mind.
Someone on your mind if you stare at an object for a long time.
Don't use my words against me. Those words were associated with memories from the distant past. I had to think about them before feeling a sense of familiarity with Xavier again. Leaning against the equipment, I took a jug and smiled. Don't smile! Don't let him off the hook. Don't do that. The years passed. I could have fallen in love with someone.
Good.
Good? You just said, let's elope and go to Ululu or wherever, and now you're telling me good, fall in love with someone else, like while I ditch the planet and let it fucking start. I'm so mad at you. He deserves a good beatdown. Like, I want to wrap him up in rope, tie him to a tree, and then beat him like a piñata, and then say, okay, how do you feel now? Like, this is how you made me feel for hundreds of years. There are reasons. I don't believe you right now. You know how when you read books and you sometimes don't finish the book because you get so pissed off? We are closely encroaching on that territory. I am like, I don't want to finish this myth because I'm so mad at him, but we're gonna keep going. We're gonna do it. Oh man, trust the process. I don't though. I don't trust the process. Okay, aren't you gonna ask who it is?
It matters not. I'm happy for you. Having someone in your heart gives you the hope to press on.
I couldn't help but look at the hilt of the sword. This tassel is there, but the star's charm lost most of its original color. Only the string seemed to... You cherish the tassel. Who gave you the tassel? Answer the freaking question. I know it was me. I know I lost my memories, but tell me to my face. He's being such a butt. It's like if he told people things, it would kill him. It would physically kill him, which is why he doesn't tell people things. But I'm about to physically kill him if he doesn't tell people things. In this life or the next. Do you recall?
You haven't seen our modified spaceship. It's not far from here. Follow me.
I'm going to punch him. I'm going to punch him in the face. Staying in the camp, I noticed Xavier was always busy. He was either scouting the forest or secluded in the spaceship for a whole day. I had a lot of questions. Why wasn't there a ceremony when he returned to the palace? How did he join the Light Seekers? What was he doing all this time? Yeah, I have questions. Yet he always took the conversation. This sentence right here, this one right here, this one is a what the fricker's fracker? No. Yet he always took the conversation in another direction. Excuse me? That is kit and parcel. That is Xavier in a nutshell. Yet he always takes the conversation. You want to know something, and he's like, and we're diverting the conversation. It's like, punch the baby. I agree. I would like to punch the baby. I have not yet punched the baby. I am trusting Lenali when she says that there is going to be a reason. We are not to the reason yet, but I am mad about it. Not only that, he avoided spending time with me. I'm so mad at him. I was even more suspicious. He must be keeping something from me. I would leave. I'd be like, bye. If you're gonna act like this after all this freaking time, bye. Yes, I'm sure. I am. I'm counting on you to find out the truth from Xavier. Don't overdo it.
Understood. At least I can help you after all these years.
Yeah, you can, Jeremy! I freaking love Jeremiah. You know who deserves, like, the world's biggest happiness and prize? It's Jeremiah. He deserves everything. Yes, I too vote for King Jeremiah. Xavier had returned from the forest. I quickly lay down next to the equipment. Oh, I'll keep pausing this. Hey. I don't need to pause it.
Hey, what's wrong? Having another fit again?
We caught Xavier's attention.
What happened to her?
I haven't the slightest idea. Her condition only worsened ever since she escaped the illusion. We weren't able to tell you until now.
As I expected, Xavier's expression became grave. Two can play at this game. We're gonna do a little improv, okay? In reference to the meme, take his sticks and twist it. Yes, that's kind of where we're going. Doesn't
her heart.
Yes, it hurts so much, like I'm being stabbed. Oh my god, don't overdo it. You don't overdo it. Some weird energy must have, if we could find the cause, I swear
on my honor that she was crying.
Before I could complain about Jeremiah's poor acting, Xavier turned on his headset and
Are you still in the spaceship? I need to borrow it. Put Operation Backtrack on hold for now. Yes, at this very moment.
Huh? No. The situation is getting out of control. I hurriedly stopped him. It's fine, Xavier. You don't need to use the spaceship. Xavier was still suspicious. I quickly stood on the ground and jumped up and down 2 times. Everything's working. I'm gonna leave.
You lied to me?
Yes! Because you won't tell me shit! And I need to know anything! Anything! Ugh. I had no choice because you wouldn't tell me anything. Thank you. Thank you, MC. Thank you, MC. For saying what I wanted to say. Even when I've been here for... Yup. Xavier actually wasn't upset. After he was assured that I was fine, he ruffled my hair.
As long as you're healthy.
I am healthy. But his reaction gave me some clues. Why were you anxious? What did you discover? Does it affect someone's heart?
It's all speculation. Hence why I didn't tell you.
I don't care if it's speculation. How about you tell me about the speculation? How about you tell me what passes your mind in a given day? I may understand you more if you tell me that. So mad. Xavier seemed to trust me. He turned down to look in the direction where I saw the white figure.
It's not just a person's heart. This concerns the entire planet.
The entire
We found out
planet.
the
Oh, so
secret
you are
Philos
doing
has been
you
hiding.
are doing your job. You are doing your job in being a royal person. Got it. Either it's the truth or Xavier's guess. In the center of Starhole Forest, which had an unstable protofield, was the heart of Philos, but it was hollow. Philos was made by mortal hands. It shouldn't have existed, and the core's energy had long been exhausted. The only way to keep the planet from dying was to fill its heart with energy. Oh, okay. Yeah. Philos was a planet where almost everyone lived eternal. Thus, humans were the most abundant resource that yielded much energy. Almost everyone who set foot here became the planet's food. Oh. Well, humanity sucks. Sometimes. Wanderers were a side effect born from the abnormal phenomenon. Okay. I'm learning. Xavier was aware of this during his Gladius ceremony. Yeah, you get to put the mask up. I get it. I was wrong. Wait for the reasons. The Gladius already 200 years ago. The princes returned from the forest. The light blade belonged to him as well as to the Wanderer's
Well
protocore.
done.
His Highness presented the protocore to his
Shouldn't the
father.
protocore warrant a formal inspection?
The light blade deemed you worthy.
Is there no need for formalities? Or are you unwilling? A heart was once in this protocore. Am I mistaken?
I knew you'd catch on. However, it is a necessary duty of the Crown Prince. It is also the King's responsibility.
The prince placed the red protocore in the father's hands. He made sure his father
In another
tightly.
eon, this heart beat only for you. I will return it. No.
That sentence was not lost on me. That sentence was not lost. In another eon, this heart beat only for you. Did he fucking throw his mother or his wife, but Xavier's mother into the what is this? Atlantis? Milo Thatch is friends with the other dude. This is not Atlantis. This is Atlantis.
Matter her likeness. This heart belongs to you and you alone.
The prince then bowed and left.
Xavier!
Yeah.
Listen to me. A king cannot act on his emotions, or only protect the people he holds dear. Your duty is to protect Philos. You must only do what is necessary.
You threw your wife into a freaking chomper! I'm so mad. Oh, I get why he maybe doesn't want to fall in love and be married to me now. I gets it. Don't throw me into the... I get it. Wanderer you killed wasn't a wanderer? I finally understood why Xavier and His Majesty fought.
Civilians and knights were not the only ones swallowed by this gaping maw. In exchange for the planet's longevity, the royal family occasionally sent in humans. Wanderers would be born as a result. A knight's glory, honor. There is nothing. And even if there were, they are long dead and gone. The Order of Lightseekers has always kept the truth in the shadows. For the royal family's sake, no one was to be told of people becoming food. Upon my return to the palace, I learned they stopped sending people to Philos' heart.
Is that not a good thing? No one has to die.
They found the perfect sacrifice. She can die and be reborn without end.
Oh, fuck. Oh, look, it's all coming together now. All the pieces are falling. I understand. I see. I get it. Oh, no.
In their eyes, she was the planet's very life force. For only she had achieved true immortality. The royal family believed if they sent her into the planet's heart when the time was right, their problems would be solved. No one asked how she felt, or whether she was willing to sacrifice herself. They also care little about her being left in a hole to die and be reborn again and again. Her duty was to save Philos because her existence works in such a manner. It was the justification for not holding a ceremony. How could I wear the crown when it means coating my hands in her blood?
Oh boy. Oh boy. We are Philos' ultimate nom nom. Wow. That wow. Oh, that was twisty. That was very twisty. Oh man. Ooh. After that, Xavier and I never talked about it again. The refurbishing of the expedition spaceship was near completion. The backtracking operation that Xavier had mentioned was about to officially begin. Jeremiah was intrigued by the bold plan and had long joined Xavier's side, yet none of them would divulge any specific details of the plan. Silver Cord. Ooh, very pretty palace.
Silvercord is the closest town to our camp's location. They have a festival every 6 months.
Now it makes sense, eh? Don't punch him. Listen, yes, it makes sense, but I am still entitled to punch him. He could have just told me all of this. Didn't need to disappear for 200 years. Could have said hi. Hey, here's the reason what's going on. I'm gonna leave you to it. Gonna go off and doodle now. See you later. And I feel like this could have gone down better. I still can punch him. I'll just punch him less hard.
We'll be able to buy supplies for the trip.
Perhaps it's because the forest part of field, but every family who lived in Silvercord grew strange, beautiful plants. All sorts of goods were on the market. They spilled out from the shops to the street sides. I figured you'd leave His Majesty behind along with the other nobles.
Our trip is an experiment through time and space. Nothing is being left behind. If we are to save Philos, we cannot do it in this era.
Time travel is dangerous. Where will you go?
We selected a specific coordinate in the space-time continuum. The short test trips yielded fruitful results. Our success rate is high.
Okay, Doctor Who. I knew it couldn't stop Xavier. I looked into the direction of the flutes and harps by the square's fountain. Children were playing with a wandering bard.
Zay. Do you
With
have any
Zay
candy
Zay?
today?
Ah, Zay Zay! Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it almost as much as I hate Xavier. It's Zay Zay. I feel like he didn't want to tell her because MC would do it to save Philos and Xavier. That is fair. But he told her just now while being still vague about it. He could have done that. He could have still told her while being vague about like who she is. Like he just did, because we have obviously as the player you kind of deduce that you are the reason, but I feel like in the storyline, if I was her, there are still pivotal pieces of information missing for me to connect that dot. She should, if she was smart. But if one thing I have learned about MC is that MC has the audacity, yes. Is brave, yes. Smarts, not always. But that's okay. Neither am I. Explain more, because some does get explained in the new myth. Well, we're going to play that next, so we'll see.
Zay Zay?
If I don't want to punch him.
No. I'm afraid.
You said you'd bring some last time. You don't tell lies.
Xavier scourged his body and took off his brooch.
Won't you take this instead?
Wrong way with the shiny accessory. The brooch provides you
It's but a toy to them. They would rather take candy over a bauble.
We sat down and found the bard sang of an ancient Philosian legend about the royal family to tune of melodious instruments. The Wanderers continue to appear for 200 years with no king or order lightseekers. What can Philos do?
I'm not the only person who could sit on the throne.
Do you still remember our conversation at the academy? You said you wouldn't let me be another person's knight or let me stand by someone else's side.
Are people not childish at times?
What about her? Have you given up? Xavier wasn't carrying a sword today, but he knew I was referring to the girl who gave him the tassel. A rare instant of nostalgia appeared on Xavier's face. Bitch, it's you! It's you! He's talking about you! I get it. She can't put two and two together.
Cannot. She's my purpose. My guiding starlight.
I want to... This poor girl. This poor girl thinks he's talking about somebody else. I would be mad too. I would be like, I know you're talking about me because I have more information than this person does. But. If I was in this situation, I would once again be back to punching and being sad. From those mere words, I understood everything. The person who can die and be reborn, it's her, is it not?
Yes.
Boo! His deeds were all for her. He was looking for her, always thinking about her even when she had forgotten him. Yet she influenced his life in every choice he made. Giving up on someone you love for the planet or saving the planet for someone you love, which is more noble, more heartbreaking. But I truly understand the tassel's value to Xavier now. I knew what I had to do. Leaving Philos to someone you love, I do the same. There are people important to me here. My comrades in the Lightseekers, former classmates, friends, teachers, or under Xavier's gaze, you remain the word stuck in my throat. The children, I can't leave Philos. I'll stay behind and protect everything here. The bard's song about Philos is at its end. In these final days, the universe nearing this demise, the noblest king shall be born in the darkness. As the true savior of Philos, he shall lead us into the light, unto true immortality. Conviction in my heart, I looked at Xavier. We were about to walk separate paths. I couldn't tell that Xavier was thinking. He simply turned to the bard.
The king in the legend, who leads Philos into an age of light and immortality.
You already are a kingdom of light and immortality. They are immortal. They are already immortal.
The wearer of the crown will instead be queen.
Ooh.
Facing every challenge, she never gives up, even in the darkest of hours. Having a leader doesn't matter. She is still the bravest knight in all of Philos. Under her, the scattered Lightseekers will band together and find true glory.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Through song, the bard spread the word far and wide. The legend of Philos' queen would sweep across the planet like a spring breeze. Just as the arrival of spring after snow melts, everyone would celebrate the joyous occasion. After 200 years of silence, the planet would finally greet the light of a new hope. Okay, I get how this is turning into the beginning of the myth. Now I'm seeing where this is all coming back together. I got it now.
The ship will depart tomorrow.
I feel like the rule of this game is like we wrote a narrative. We wrote a very detailed narrative. And the way we're going to just make it all mysterious and weird is we're just going to chop it up and then like take random pieces and drop it to the fan base. Because like you start to see how it all comes back together, but it is just like that's how we make it all twisty is we're literally just chopping up the timeline and like throwing you into different sections of it and then being like, okay, now piece it together. And sometimes it pieces together nicely and sometimes it does not. And I think both are intentional. And it's like not a bad tactic, but I'm seeing what you're doing here, Infold. I'm seeing it. Yeah, they did. Yep, they wrote the beginning of every chapter of the book. Yeah, they did. They write, yeah. I feel like they like in giving us bits and pieces of chapters. And yeah, no, seriously. And I feel like they don't necessarily give us like the beginning of each bit. They just give us like maybe the middle from this one or like the ending of this one. And so you're like sitting there like, I'm so confused. And like you can see it slowly coming together, but like from their perspective, they're sitting here with the whole honking book and they're just being like, this section next, this section next, this section next. like sitting there like, oh my God, just give me the book, but also don't because you need money and you need to keep people playing the game forever. I get it, but also I want to know. This is very twisty, very twisty.
Is this the little star your majesty promised me years ago?
No, the tassel's important to you. Pretend I didn't say anything back then.
Your majesty doesn't need to do that. Allow me to divulge a secret.
What's the secret? Xavier took the star-shaped badge.
Only one person has given me a little star.
Unsure of what Xavier meant, I touched my ears, which had turned red. I'll return to the
Lightseeker
capital now.
recruitment will start again. Your Majesty should visit the current candidates.
What about you? When will you return? Setting sun dyed Xavier's face
The
gold.
day that song becomes a reality. When we meet again, I shall be your Majesty's knight.
No, you're gonna be king because we're gonna get married. That is the elopement thing is still a thing. At the coronation, the queen and her grandest knight should receive a people's blessing. Yet my knight is before my eyes, refusing to stand with them. Many things have changed since we left Silver Court. It's hard to remember. From knight to princess, my arduous journey brought me here. Xavier and his backtrackers have long since left the Light Seekers. They are regarded as traitors. But once our paths diverge, it will be difficult to see each other. You of all people must know the price Felix will have to pay should you fail. The goal of the backtrackers isn't what you told me those years ago, is it? Xavier lowers his head and clenches the hilt of his sword. Only I notice the charm tassel's been replaced with the badge I gave him. I don't know what made him replace it, but there's no point in asking.
Our teacher once said, wherever a ruler points, a knight's sword must follow. I remember.
He gives me a look I can't tear my eyes away from. Yet the depths of the gaze are unfathomable.
Though your Majesty may think otherwise, I haven't changed.
I takes my hand and kisses the back of
May
it.
Philos prosper under eternity's divine gaze.
When Xavier leaves, much time passes before I come to my senses and walk to the balcony. I see the cheering crowd, but I'm unable to find him. Maybe he's already gone far, far away. I recall the night he brought me out of the forest. His light blade tore through the darkness, illuminating my world like a shooting star. A reality amidst illusions, my star. Awoken from a daze, a familiar person sits next to me. It's as if it were as if he never left.
You're awake. How are you feeling? Are you hurt?
Born with the Xaviers, but it's palpable, yet I struggle to grasp the veracity before me. Xavier? Come closer, I'm ready to punch you for leaving. Oh man, you make me conflicted. Overwhelmed, I cannot help but reach out my hand towards it. I too, yeah, that's fair. That is fair. If he did disappear, the first reaction would be hug, and then promptly back up and punch. Give us a piece of the chapters in the random way. Yeah, this is how they got us pulling. Yeah, this is how. No, the banners are ridiculous.
You're not dreaming. It's me. I came back. Our teacher always said an honorable knight shouldn't fall victim to an ambush. And an honorable knight should never disappear without a word either.
Yep.
Yes, it's my fault. You may hit me a few times if it would help you to feel better.
Damn it, Jesse McCartney. How dare you? He's like, listen, if you want to hit me a few times, it's like he could hear me screaming into the void at this whole stream. Yes, I want to hit you. Now I don't because you said I could. Oh, you little tease. I hate it.
Better?
I'm so mad.
Can you stand? Steady.
Hug him,
I
hug
can
him,
carry
hug
you if you
him.
can't walk.
Oh, that. Carrie too. Carrie's fine.
And even if you could, I wouldn't mind carrying you.
Oh, Jesse. You rescue me from the darkness. With every step he takes, accompanied by the gentle chirps of insects and the wavy leaf sea lavenders emitting something. Oh, he is carrying me! Yay! The flowers of the academy should be in bloom. Too bad there are no fireflies.
Fireflies, just for you.
Aww. You made these specks of light? Aren't they fire? They aren't fireflies? You can't lie to me.
It's
Aw.
nothing. I happened to catch a shooting star.
I saw it. I saw it. A shooting star. Do you still remember Uluru?
Yes,
Uluru?
of course I do. Our little
Uluru.
planet.
Do you think Uluru will turn into a shooting star?
Unlikely. It's only 200 years old. It's a very young planet. However, Uluru's flowers should be blooming.
The Wanderers are a serious threat. Sooner or later they'll arrive in Uluru. It'll become another Pylos. Wait, back up. How can it become another Philos when the reason why they're on Philos is because they're the like the souls, they're like the wandering remnants of these people who had been eaten by Philos' heart that it doesn't have because it's man-made. I don't get it. Okay, but I guess it's maybe permeating other planets even though they're not the same as Philos, I guess. Okay. I'm tired, Xavier. What if I can't branch my sword one day? What then?
You rest. I'll be by your side, always. If you have nowhere to go, nowhere to rest your weary self, you can stay with me.
Aww. Aww. He always has. He always lied again and again and again and again. Gee, you don't say. He said hope would follow again when spring arrived. He said he'd take me to a new planet he discovered. He said he didn't want to be king, but he also refused to let me stand by another side. He said he'd return when I missed him. He said when I become the queen of Philos, he'd be by night. The song he made up is now reality. Yet thousands cheer my name. He abandons me. Dazzling fireworks fill the sky. I leave the balcony and retreat to the darkness of the throne room. At that moment, a spaceship soars across the sky like a shooting star, disappearing into the night. My footsteps echo into this empty room. No one will be by my side. My star has left me, and this time he will not return home. Wow! That was depressing. That was depressing. Hold on. Yikes. That was depressing. Wow, my hair is just like, we are getting mad. Okay, hold on. 1 second. Just. Okay. There we go. Better. Oh my god. I still have a lot of questions, like lore-wise, like specifically like about the Wanderers. Like, are they infecting other planets nearby to Philos in this timeline? I did figure that like the deep space tunnel may or may not have been Xavier's fault. I gather that, and I think that the Wanderers are subsequently also his fault and from Philos. And I figured that they were the reason that Philos went dead. But like this makes more sense. But like. I guess if they can infect through the space-time continuum, then they can also affect through just the regular continuum. So the deep space tunnel is something. My current theory is that it's Xavier going back in time to fix Philos so that it doesn't require like a core, or whoever took the core doesn't be a thing. But I feel like there's more to the story. But yeah, I do feel like that he is an integral part of that. Nope. We'll have to see. We will have to see. With that, I'm gonna switch some things around here. Well, God, Got it. Yes, please go to the background. Okay. You'll learn more. I'm slowly learning. I will say, I feel like I need to keep notes, and I know that, like, technically speaking, the anecdotes and the notes section, like, the notes are already there, like, you can just go back and reread it, but I need to redraw them so, like, my brain gets them in order, because it doesn't know what's going on. All that to say is, I know that I keep learning, but, like, as I keep reading things too, like, physically, like, reading the screen, I'm like sitting there going, like, I want to, like, note that down, because that gets my brain going. But I feel like some other people are like, I have a lot going on in my life, so I feel like I don't have time to commit to this big twisty mystery, and I wish I did, because I'm like, oh, it's doing it, it's scratching something in my brain. But I do tend to, like, hope that if I have any questions, I either come here or I ask people, and I'm like, what's going on with this? It's like, I don't get it. We'll see. All right, I have to reopen the game, because that's well, that was our fun little thing. So we can I guess we can continue with the myth. We can continue with Night Xavier and see how far we get. I won't be, I think I'll keep you on for like another hour. So a happy myth times. Is it happy? Everyone has told me that myth is not happy. The night myth. I think you're being facetious. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's opening. We're waiting for it. Forgot a bit. Oh. Insert sarcasm here. Yeah. Need that. Necessary. My game is struggling. Hold on. It is open. Open sesame. Open the sesame. Well, I now know a lot more about Xavier than I did. I feel like for the next couple streams I just need to watch myths. Like, you learn so much in the myths. Like, and I think people said that, like, most of what you're going to learn is going to be in the myths. And I'm seeing that. To be true. Like, or at least the myths are the part where, like, it all kind of comes together. You do get, like, juicy little bits everywhere. I will say, as we wait for my game to start up, I have started playing the Abyssal Chaos things. Mostly because I am desperately trying to farm for gems, but also, and they, like, annoy the crap out of me. Also, that was not on stream. Two things. Abyssal Chaos, is the one place I feel like I can really farm for gems and get, like, a really substantial amount of them. So I've been like trying to do one round of that each day, which has been a process. Two, I played the Crane game with Silas, and finally Mephisto finally was in the damn Crane game, and I couldn't get him because he was in a weird position. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe if I let Silas do it, he'll cheat and he'll help me. This asshole lost it. And I was so mad at Silas for like 2 days. I was like, no, Raphael's in my room now. I'm mad at you for losing me my stupid Mephisto plushie. It was really, really unwarranted, but I was mad about it. That's why I practice with better pulls. Yeah, I maxed out my Abyssal Chaos. I can't even get anything from anymore. Really? I am at the very beginning of using Abyssal Chaos, so I feel like for me it's dropping a whole big bunch of a lot of everything. Caleb and Zane are goats in the Crane game. They are. Caleb is good. Zane is good. Don't ever freaking let Raphael play, because A, he plays and doesn't let you play, and then he also is bad at it. Silas is not great, but Silas at least lets me play, and I am fantastic at it. I'm really good. And then Xavier is bad at it, and also, like, pouts when you don't let him play. Xavier is terrible. I don't let him anywhere near the Crane game. I also don't play I need you all to see Caleb. Hold on. He is being like major douche energy right now, and you all need to witness this. Look at this man. Sunglasses indoor at night with his like pilot outfit on and some headphones. Dude, you look like a douchebag. Proceeds to drop everything regardless of using the evil or not. Yeah. Let the light shine the way. Yeah, Xavier's terrible. Yeah, he is sexy. Look at him. How long do I have on this thing? Oh, I can turn the sound back on. Oh, I have 2.5 hours. Nice. Did you ever pick your number one for your love interest? No. Nope. Nope. Number one love interest is still elusive to me. I speak in the past tense. I had narrowed it down to 3. It was Caleb, Silas, and Raphael, and then Zane. And then Zane was being adorable, and so Zane kind of was like, "Hello, I'm still here." And I was like, "No." What I can tell you is that I have like how do I put this? I have a system for like which boy I like when and why. So Zane like if this game was real life, okay, and I was the MC, which I wouldn't be because I would already be like, I wouldn't have become a hunter. I am that's too much exercise and also too much work, and no. Anyway, all that to say is if I was MC and this was real life, Zane would be the person I probably wind up with, because in terms of like reality, he's the healthiest. I didn't say healthy, he's the healthiest. Like, he's got a good head on his shoulders. He's not controlling. He lets you do what you want to do. He's not a crime lord. Like, if this was real life, he is the smart choice and the healthiest choice. Not healthy. He's not healthy. He has issues, but he's the healthiest choice. He's also got wealth. His parents are alive. You know, all these things. And so I think in real life, I think I would have to be, I would like, if I, like, as me was picking this, but this is fantasy and I'm allowed to pick what I want, and ergo he's not the first choice, because the smart choice doesn't always mean he's the right choice. And that is a quote I will always say, because it's very true all the time. He is the smart choice, but he's not maybe the right one. I will say Xavier has been kind of out for me. I think we would be really good friends, but I don't think I'd be like I don't think he's like personally my tastes. But I think, harem life gang for sure. But I think Caleb would be a surefire like throw in for the win if not for two reasons. And I think Infold knew this, and this is why they like nerfed him, because he's not a mythical creature. Like, cyborg kind of, but that's more like sci-fi creature, not like a mythical like cryptid. He's not a cryptid. Okay? Not a cryptid. It was one struck against him. Second struck against him was that he's a little obsessive and kind of controlling. And if that was real life to me, that would really rub me. Like, that would concern me. I would be like, that would give me the ick. I'd be like, I need you to not, like, I am a big girl. I can take care of myself. And like, you locking me in a room and drugging me, not okay. But this is fantasy. And I was like, you know what? Actually, I get it. And honestly, like in game, like he's the cuddliest, like personality wise. I just like love how jovial he is. And he's super sweet. And like, I don't know. So like, all that to say is like Caleb would have been the shoe-in if not for those two things. Everyone is getting a second. Yeah, as far as we know, true. As far as we know, he's not a cryptid. I'm waiting for, oh my god, make him a cryptid. He's a ghost. If they make him a ghost, I'd be like, all right, fair. But yes, that was the 2 strikes against Caleb. But otherwise, Caleb would be in first, I think. Personality wise, I just like it's the one that suits me best. I really like guys that make you feel comfortable, that are very jovial and teasing, but also like you know, let you do your own thing. And he does let her MC do her own thing to an extent. But as soon as he deems it unworthy, he like jumps in kind of a controlling way, which is what gives me the like, dude, no. But this and unfortunately for Caleb, that's exactly what makes Silas like stay in the top, is that like Silas is like actively so excited every time MC does anything. Like he's like, yeah, girl, power, like anything you need to like power trip, I'm here for it. If she wanted to take over Onakainis tomorrow, I'm pretty sure he'd let her. And like, that's hot. So, and he's a dragon, so / for like the first 2 months of me playing this game, I was convinced he was a vampire, like, which also is great. So like, all that to say is like Silas is up there, but the one down thing for Silas is that he's a crime lord. He is also like too much. Like I love it. I love that he's too much, but I can't I wish I was stronger. I'm not that strong. But I love him. So anyway, he's pretty solidly up there. I don't have any major notes against Silas other than he's a crime lord. Which like is debatable. We've talked about this. It's debatable whether he's a crime lord. He's just fighting against the current establishment. And we don't know if the current establishment is right yet, so, you know, semantics. And then Firefish, he really should be, like, docked down out of the top 3. Like, he's the lowest of, it's really between Caleb and Silas at this point, but, like, I can't, every time I say that, Raphael pops into my cafe, and then I'm like, oh, I remember why I love you. And, like, I can't get rid of him. First off, he's a mermaid, and, like, I feel like there are romances out, like, there's romantasy out there. But romantasy right now revolves around werewolves, vampires, and, like, dragon riders. And I know there's mermaid romance out there that just has not hit it big, or has not, like, made it to my desk, at least. And so I don't want to knock it, but I feel like there is an untapped market here. Oh, yeah, also fairies. Fairies is a big thing in romantics right now. Untapped market. Mermaids. Romance authors, get on it. Like, untapped. Which is why I can't lose him. I can't lose, like, he stays. Also, like, I think for me personally, I think it's super hot every time he's like, oh my god, I need my bodyguard. And, like, I know he can fight. Like, he is not helpless. But, like, it's kind of cute that he's like, I want to be helpless because I like watching you fight more. and it like comes off as lazy, and sometimes I get annoyed, but most times I'm like, oh, you're adorable. And so like I can't. So like, yeah, so Firefish, Vlad, and Bucky are all in my top 3, and they kind of, depending on my day and my mood, they switch places.
I thought yesterday you said that you've been busy recently.
I have been busy. I've been very busy.
You were hiding from me?
Oh my god, I'm not hiding from you. Go away. Hold on. We need to go over here. Go away. All that to say is, Caleb is the one that I like to do. Like, if I want a hug, I go to Caleb. If I want to, like, feel appreciated and, like, pampered, I think I go to Silas. And then if I want to, like, feel witty and have fun, I go to Firefish. I don't know. That's my rules right now. Yeah, 100%. He would get off on that. Yeah, they are out there. It's mainly fanfics, though. Raph loves playing Baby. Yeah, he making MC. And see, in a weird, strange way, would never have guessed it, but it does it for me. It does it. Like when he sits there and he's like, I want to be rescued. I'm like, I don't know why I find that so cute, but I do. I find it adorable. Now, to that point. I need to switch all the rest of their photos, because the only one I figured out how to do it with Silas because it was in the thing, but I haven't figured out to do it with everyone else. But anyway, all I have to say is, you can see here, Firefish is in the lead in terms of, like, compatibility, but I, again, think that's because he was in the game longer than Caleb or Silas was. So he's 67. Silas is catching up at 62. Somehow Bucky is still in last place at 55, but he's back in the 50s with everybody else. And then Jesse McCartney's 59 and Dr. Elsa's 58. So I don't feel like these mean anything to me. They kind of come up as to, like, when usually I get the most points from playing the the deep space trials, and that's how I get the most, and I'm in a wall with most of the boys right now, so yeah. Well, you have Rasmus, so that increases it. That is true, I do have Rasmus. And I have nobody. Well, I have Xavier's myth. Now. I now have a Xavier myth. Not fun. Not fun. Here we go. This would be... Yeah, see, I have where Star Scatter, so I have some of his myth now. I have some of Zane. I have quite a... I have 2 of Zane's. I could play some serious Zane myths here. I have yet to do so. I am 56 between... I remember we started playing this, and I don't think I ever finished it, but we were 56% through Snow's Embrace, and Tower of Secrets I am nowhere near. So I have some of Zane's myth, apparently. Don't know when that happened. And then, yeah, Raphael, I only have 1. Oh, no, I have 2. I have the Tears of Ramiro, and then I have Golden... Okay, so we're doing a thing. Silas, I have nada. Zip. And Caleb, I think I have 1, actually. Yeah, I have Lucid Dream, which I haven't played yet either. I've got a lot. Oh, I needed shards! Thank you for reminding me. I was like, why did I stop? Oh yeah, because I could not continue. Yeah, I have quite a... So I actually have some myths to play through that we could start playing through, but depends on how many shards I've got. All right, back to you. Did me. I think the crown is gonna forever stay on my MC. I don't like taking it off in the Glint studio. It makes me sad. I keep wanting to put the crown back on. I'm like, no, I'm a princess. Okay, now you can read all the stories without needing those. Yeah. Oh, you can? I thought it was just for the new event cards. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Xanthi. Oh, well. Oh, no, there are shards. I still need shards. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, you're right. What's that? Ancient scroll. Ooh. Oh, I can put this... I want that in my room. Okay, I've got some scrolls for it. Okay, all right. How do I find out, like, what card this is? I want to, like, see the cards that go... Yeah, and I have some for this guy, too. Anyway, we're not there yet. We can go back to Zane next time. We can go back to Zane later. Zane later. But the new myths like Raph and Xavier don't... I know, I love it. No, that was very helpful for playing through the Raph myth, the mermaid myth, was not having to get shards. I did appreciate that. Okay. Time to keep going on you, King Arthur. Let's go. King Jesse. King McCartney. Ooh, that kind of rolls. That kind of rolls off the tongue. King McCartney. I've been wandering the city for days, although I failed to discover new information. I feel more free than ever before. But what surprised me was that every revenant here firmly believes that I'll return to Philos one day. And before I knew it, I started to believe it too. Within that run, Black Castle is a mad...
Castle is the Mad King who sits on an abandoned throne.
This is why you don't abandon your planet, Xavier.
Countless kingdoms, innumerable cities, all their denizens wept under the hooves of the tyrant's iron cavalry.
You know, I kind of agree. I shouldn't say this, because it is sad, and, like, we learned the truth, but, like, They have a point. Like, I get it, I'd be pissed too. At the square of the busiest part of the city, many revenants are gathered. I pull my hood tighter and move closer.
The dead were turned into weapons. Their bones and souls are mere cannon fodder for his wars.
What wars? You're all dead! No one's fighting wars. You're all dead. It is a planet of ghosts, my dude. Oh my god. These revenants are dramatic.
When he confronted the Order of Babel, many of our brethren were reduced to ashes by his hand.
And they're gonna come back and be just fine. That's what it means to be a ghost. You can't die twice. In the center of the crowd stands a revenant in white robes, passionately denouncing the Mad King's crimes. He's dressed as an acolyte from the Order of Babel. Oh boy. I guess he is kind of Solomon. We are still giving very Solomon vibes. I need to go read that verse in the Bible and feel like I understand it. I feel like I might be talking out of my mouth. I'm not super familiar with the Bible. I took history of the Catholic Church because it was required for my medieval studies. I was raised Christian, so I am aware of some of the stories. And I have no idea what but I feel like this is a Solomon reference and I feel like I should pay attention. But I don't have the theology enough for it. I'm in a different stream. Oh, have fun! It's been stream hopping, enjoying the stream hopping. We have finished the original myth and we are back. We are now playing his night myth through for a small catch up. He looks familiar. He's not going to skip it.
Will we come back to life next month? Unhand me!
Next month? Whoa, what's next month? No more dissenting voices rise from the crowd. The Revenant Acolyte surveys the gathering before speaking with satisfaction.
But we have received good tidings. The Chosen One, who shall deliver us, has answered our call. She's already here.
Anticipation ripples through the revenants, and some lower their heads and whisper a devout prayer. Most fix their intense gaze on the acolyte. They eagerly await his next words.
Before the apocalypse descends, the sacred pilgrimage ceremony will proceed as planned. We shall reach the Tree of Life and return to our homeland.
I feel like he might have something else going on. What is the book concerning the Tree of Life? Oh, I know this one. It's the event we just played. Oh, hold on. My thing just went away. Come back! We got to the end of the pilgrimage in the event. It didn't do anything.
The Chosen One. The Chosen One is...
Uh-oh. Don't point to me. A sense of foreboding stirs within me. I turn to leave as I hear excited shouts behind me.
Over there!
Ah, shit. Sir! The Revenant Acolyte points at... Damn it! And so every Revenant gaze falls to me. Well, hi.
She is the Chosen One. Our prayers have summoned her.
Not me, bud. Acting as if they've seen a goddess, the revenants run towards me. Oh shit! Crowd control! It's like I'm an idol. Run from the paparazzi! Countless hands reach out and cut off my escape route, jubilant as they hoist me over their heads. Oh, I do not want to be over people's heads. Put me down. Wait, release me at once. Put me down. The revenants carry me to the castle, perched on the tallest hill. I wasn't even given the slightest chance to struggle or escape. The acolyte clears his throat and shouts at half an open window located on the upper floor of the castle.
The one who stands before you is the slayer of the eternal night. The night of refulgence.
Is that a real word? Hold on. I don't believe you. Oh, well, shit. Trust the game. Refulgence refers to a radiant, brilliant, or shining quality. It describes a state of brightness and splendor, often used to evoke a sense of light and radiance. The word originates from the Latin refulgens, meaning shining brightly. Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut and keep going.
The pilgrimage ceremony's shepherd, the ruler of fate, the
I ain't
shining
that.
beacon of hope to Philos' countless survivors.
You're not survivors, you died. You are ghosts. You are all ghosts and you are dead. Oh boy, has no one told you? Someone's gotta tell you.
And she will be your nemesis until you die. Our prayers have summoned the Chosen One.
Oh god. Did he come up with those titles in time, in the time it took to get here? The black window frame slightly stirs and a dagger with a cold gleam is thrown down. Hey!
My castle is too small for your ilk. Only your chosen one can come in to slay me.
Ooh. Okay. Wait, Pad. He doesn't mean it that way. And there will be a sea of blood if you let me handle the selection process. Uh-oh. In the blink of an eye, a righteously indignant revenant scatters in all directions. Even the enthusiastic acolyte runs away, disappears like smoke. A chill runs down my spine as I look up. The figure near the window meets my gaze.
I see they've made their choice.
Hi, buddy. How's it going, bud? Resigned, I sigh inwardly and pick up the dagger. Open the door. I don't know why he even gave me a choice there. You only had one. You have to go in. It's like Mystic Messenger. You have to go in. There is no other option. In the vast empty hall with the tiled floor, only the sound of footsteps echoes. Hey, wait, this is Philos' throne room. We just saw this. Except Mundo, there is an iron throne there. That's new. The candles flamed away from the right iron shutters. Light and shadow interweave like spider webs throughout the cold stone walls. I have a question, and I don't know if you can answer it. But does this take place before or after the last myth I just watched? Have you also gotten yourself familiar with the Asian names of our 5 pixel hobbies? I have not. I have not. I can barely get my head wrapped around our English American names, which is why I have the nicknames that you see on the screen. Because I can't... I call them nicknames. It helps. Oh, I'll find out. I will? Are you sure? Okay, well, I asked that like 4 times this stream, and I've already been proven wrong. When Lenali speaks, we trust Lenali. Got it, going forward. Which with limited or standard? Oh, it was the myth that I just played. It was a standard myth. And it was the star or something. I forget. Anyway, I'm gonna find out. We'll find out. It's been a long time. I stop at the foot of the throne and look up at him.
You bear all their hopes and dreams, and their very faith rests upon your shoulders. How does it feel?
Kind of bad. They threw me over their shoulders, and I just got carried through town on ghost back. I'm not particularly excited about this. You bear all their hopes and dreams, and their very faith rests upon your shoulders. How does it feel? Yeah, not great. Not great. It's not great yet. MC! Thank you, MC. But I'm not here to duel you to death. I know that what I want. I know what I want for that silver coin. Give me my thing. I step forward, meet his gaze. I try my best to appear confident. What I want to know is, how did he get here? Where is he? How did he get here? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Your observations are correct. These revenants are in a cage made from their own obsessions. I can't say them. I don't intend to try, since I have no interest in being a chosen one. That's fair. I do not. I just woke up. Oh, it takes place after this. Well, that makes no sense. Oh, okay. Yes, sometimes I'll, if I ask chat, sometimes okay, well that's a key thing. Sometimes I ask and I don't, I will figure it out. If I figure it out soon, don't tell me. If it's like a logistics question where I'm not gonna figure it out, then you can answer. I think might be a good way, a rule of thumb going forward. Just I enjoy figuring it out. And I sometimes ask because that's a reaction I'm having. So yeah, we'll see. But it's okay. I did. It was confusing. I did kind of ask, so I said I want to know if it happens before or after, but we'll figure it out. A chat saved them, and I don't intend to try since I have no interest in being the chosen one. I'm interested. I'm interested to see how it happens after, because I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Once I'm there, I can recover my name, my memories, and myself. Xavier, I need you to help me return to Philos. See, now I have questions. I have so many questions.
Is Philos important to you?
Is Philos important to you? Because you're supposed to be like Xavier. And I theoretically know who you are. I don't actually know who you are because in this version I have lost all my memories once again. Here we are. Of course, it's my homeland, the only place I can remember. Can you remember it? If the Revenants strongly believe that they can return, then perhaps the method exists. Go get snack! Get fed. Feed yourself. I should probably get water. I have not had water and I'm like sitting here very thirsty. I am I'm like sitting here like, I have water. I'm no different from them. I can't remember anything.
Let's assume this Philos you desperately wish to return to no longer exists. What then?
Is he reminding me or is he trying to make me give up?
You have my permission to stay here. Though, we need a relationship that binds us since we'll be together for a long time.
I have been proposed to twice in one night. Lucky girl. I agree. As soon as he let his guard down, I quickly agreed and scrambled in my mind for the role that could connect me to the king. Minister, attendant, knight, or loyal subject. No, he means queen. In any case, I'll need a time before I can give you a satisfactory answer. That figure, surrounded by countless blades on the throne behind him, simply let out a faint laugh. Are the swords on your throne truly mementos from assassins?
Do you want to leave one yourself?
Sure. Can we get back to the role? He definitely was asking to be queen. Oh! Vlad D. Yeah. That's why Lenali's like, oh no, spoilers. Because Lenali was there for when it was accidentally spoiled to me that I do know that Silas is a dragon. But I did spend the better part of 2 months being convinced he was a vampire. I was like, he's a vampire. You can't tell me otherwise. Like, they're just like left, right, and center keep hinting at him being a vampire. He's a vampire. And then they have this one like card memory that you went through that like they tease about that. And I was like, oh, maybe he's not a vampire because they're kind of like talking about it and joking about it. And he's not, you know, nothing's sus about it. So I was like, oh, maybe they're just not. But I had a good friend I was talking to, and she accidentally let it slip in real life, and then so that's why we're like we try not to spoil in here because like I think the fun part of my or at least the fun part for me, and I think the fun part for everybody else is when I discover things because I do ask, I do see it being confusing. I'll try to be more clear when I'm actually asking for something and when I'm not, but Vlad D. Impaler is that name is sticking around for many reasons. Many reasons. But yes, I do know he's a dragon. Also, okay, but to that point, Vlad Dracul or Vlad Dracula is dragon. Like that so it works. It works. It's a one giant circle and it works. Like in Transylvanian, I think, or is it Romanian? Don't quote me on this. Hold on. I'm going to look up my sources. Vlad the Impaler, yes. Of Wallachia, yes. Romania, yes. Yes. Vlad Dracul. Vlad the Dragon. Yeah, Vlad Dracul is the dragon. So it works, which is why his nickname is sticking around. It gets to stick around. Question banana, and that introduces the idea that you actually want answers. Question banana. Wait. Yeah, I don't know the details of Dragon yet. I just know that he is one. And why I said question. Wait. So you want me to like actually like out loud say question banana? First of all, I don't know if I can do that without laughing. Second off, like a keyword. Oh, well, yeah. What keyword would I remember? I need a keyword. Hold on. White flag. White flag. I'm calling it white flag. I will white flag the chat. When I white flag the chat and say that's when I'm actually looking for an answer, I will white flag the chat. No, you're not a chronic bimbo. Don't say that. You're fine. Like keyword. No, just when you say it. I'm gonna say white flag because I like it's like you're trying to figure something out and then you like wave a white flag like I give up, I surrender. That's what popped into my head. So white flag. I'll say white flag. There we go. Thank you, chat. Thank you. We made it clear. I don't know you, but be nice. Hey, you were creative and you came up with an alternate costume that is gonna look amazing. That's not bimbo energy. That's awesome energy. Your conservation hit... not conservation. Oh my gosh. Conversation hits a wall. I clench my fist before turning away with a smile. I'll just pretend I didn't hear him. Okay. If you say so, we'll see. By the way, can I have the room and have access to fresh air?
I'll allow it.
You'll allow it. He's a grumpus. But I kind of like him being a grumpus. I can't call him Jesse McCartney like this, though, because he doesn't really look like him. He looks more like Cloud and Sephiroth had a baby. After I entered the castle, an underground gambling den began taking bets on how the chosen one would die. Getting thrown into a forest with evil phantoms only to be devoured, sinking to the bottom of the cinders, or dying because of this massive blade. It's the last one. It is definitely the last one. Out of curiosity, what is Xaviers' shoe size? I must know. Is this information that's on the internet? Hold on, I'm looking this up. Love and deep space. Love interests. Shoe sizes. Official sources. The shoe sizes are not readily available. Okay. Thank you, Google. Almost none of them are the same. Oh, someone did like a whole study. Holy crap, this is in depth. Oh, their shoe sizes change on their outfits too. That's what the study is showing you. They're like comparing and contrasting. Okay, I get it. Never mind. We don't know the shoe sizes. That's probably for the better. 12. If he's a 12 in men, oh boy. Oh, I'm a harem girly right now. I have yet to decide on a main love interest. So I am right now it is a tie for first place between Firefish Vlad the Impaler and Bucky Skywalker. And sometimes I don't like him when he's Darth Barnes though. Well, that's not true. We played him as Darth Barnes and I got the got the jitters. I was like, whoo! he's very hot when he wears his uniform. I don't know. They switch between given the day. I just feel like Xavier would have big feet. He would have. That's why I said the last one. Like, death by his giant blade. Okay, I'll seed myself out now, thanks. Okay, let me find the... Yeah, if you're willing to give me the Asian names, go ahead. I can't promise I'll remember them. I can barely remember their English names. I definitely have trouble remembering Zane on a good day. I definitely refer to him like chronically as Dr. Elsa, and I am so thankful that I am not the only one in the fandom that calls him that. So that name is not random. So every time I say Dr. Elsa, everyone knows who I'm talking about. And the like 2 or 3 times that it's come up in conversation and I like flat out forgot his name, it's been so helpful. These 3 deaths are ranked with different odds, but they're at the top of the list. No one believes the Mad King will let me live. If it's definitely the last one. I'm gonna stick with that one. If the chosen one dies, then it means that we are the real ones. So they're wait for another. However, if the chosen one survives and escapes from their enemy, that means revenants from the land of exiles cheer. Their dreadful suffering will finally come to an end. Oh boy. They sing their praises for days, and even though I chose the castle's highest room, their voices still penetrate the walls. Yeah. But ever since I escaped the monastery, the arduous journey of poor sleep and traveling without proper rest has left me exhausted. Now that I have shelter, exhaustion washes over me like tidal wave. Revenants don't need to eat, yet I'm forced to endure this hunger. That night, I carry a light candle and slowly make my way down the winding stone staircase to reach the kitchen. He rarely eats. What a frightening person. I conduct a thorough search only to find roots and mushrooms. Ooh. I'm looking for food. Do you eat? You're the only other living person here. Oh, his crown's off. Don't you need sleep?
I heard music, so I decided to investigate.
They're singing. It's not me. They're singing.
What instrument is that? The sound is unique.
The mushrooms and the roots? I don't know. It's the wailing of hungry ghosts. Yep. They're being loud. We could be louder. What am I on tonight? 15 minutes later, he brings over a bowl of mushroom soup. It's brightly colored. Why do I not want to eat that? I have zero faith in Xavier's ability to cook. Sorry. He just comes across as the guy that doesn't know how to cook, and he burns everything, which is why he always orders takeout.
This is all I have.
It's alright. I'm not a picky eater. Oh, but I am a picky eater. The taste is rather strange, but it's been starving for several days. It's nothing short of a rare delicacy. That's fair. If you were really hungry, I'd eat anything. Mushroom soup would be great. I do like mushrooms. Once I swallow a spoonful, my stomach begins to churn violently, and the entire world seems to... Never mind. Never mind. I don't like mushrooms. Never mind. Abort, abort, abort! Silas. Absolute, clear, rule. Ah. Yes, it did. Ah. Shin Mahiru. Okay. Homura. He would be a Homura. That tracks. What about Zane? Oh, there it is. Means the return star. Means starry night. Okay, means the summer. Okay. Saya. That kind of fits for Xavier. Now I can't stop thinking about Saint Saya though. Ray means cold or zero, depending. Yeah, Ray. Yeah, that fits. Okay, that's cool. Interesting. Interesting how their names change. I wonder how they came up with the English ones. I think Raphael means fire as well. So now I gotta go do this thing. Raphael means God heals in Hebrew, which is fair. He's a god. He's a god. Let's do this now, Savior. Means bright. That tracks. What about forest or woods? Guardian, protector. That makes more sense. That feels dragon-like. Zane. God is gracious, or beauty and grace. He is very beauty and grace. He is beauty. He is grace. Caleb. Faithful, wholehearted, and brave. Devotion to God. Oh. A lot of biblical names. Quite a few biblical names in here. I should have known that. They did sound biblical. I think they're biblical for a reason. I think that they're, and they don't seem random. They actually kind of they are a little bit basic, and they are very like normal, but they upon just looking now, I'm intrigued to look into that further, because I feel like there are deeper reasons why they picked those specific names. Xavier makes sense because it literally means bright, but most of the names are very Aramaic, so I'm like, okay, I've got questions. Once I swallow, I like their English names though. I like them. I'm gonna look into that. I'm actually gonna like probably get off, and I'll probably like look more into their English names. That's exciting to me. I'm like, okay, like why did we pick those ones? I'd be interested to know. I'm the kind of person that like likes I'm about to say nomenclature, but that is not the correct term. Names, the study of names. The study of names. Let me look it up. Of names. Onomastics. Yeah, onomastics. Yep, that one. That word. Onomastics. Once I swallow a spoonful, and yep, we're dying. I forgot. Back to dying. Bizarre, otherworldly visions appear before my eyes. Revenants dance in the air, and Xavier's black cloak suddenly transforms into a giant floating blanket. This is how I die. He's poisoning me. I think what I like about their English names though is that because they're all like, I know that the Bible gets a bad rap, but the Bible is essentially mythology, and so they actually have like pretty mythological names in English too. Like Raphael is I hear it more in Spanish or Hispanic cultures now, but it was a pretty like popular name as well. And then Xavier, like I don't know, I did when I first played this game, the only name I was underwhelmed by was Caleb, because I was like, Caleb, when you have Xavier and Raphael and anything that's like a yell name, like I automatically am like, oh my god, it's an angel name, like because Ramiel, Gabriel, Sabriel, like they all real isness. So I was like, okay, Raphael, like it sounds like holy top notch. Like I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree. I think they're pretty neat. But then yeah, I would agree that Caleb, I sat there going, you have Silas, Xavier, Zane, and Caleb, and then you have Raphael, and then you have Caleb. Like Caleb is the one that I don't think I've heard any of the other names except for Raphael. I've heard Raphael in real life, and I've always thought it sounded really elegant. I have That's not true. I worked at Build-A-Bear. I did meet one kid named Silas once, but but I Caleb is the name that I've heard a lot, and I was so when I got into the game at first, I was like, really? Did we just like half-ass on Caleb? But like now that I know what it means, I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That tracks. Xavier is a husky voice daddy. Oh, is he? Seeing JR and Carrick Raphael tempts you completely with his sinful honey voice, and Zane Caleb is there. Oh, I would play, but I can't. Like, I would need subtitles because I don't speak any other languages, and I don't. So I that's why I play. I don't know. I'm in English because I speak English, so I can understand it and get the full experience. But I do like that people come in and tell me that I'm like missing certain things that got lost in translation. Like there's one comment from Caleb where he's like, he's known as the most what is it? Two-faced. No. They say a word in English and it doesn't quite mean what the Asian meaning of it was, and like someone asked about it in a group, was like, what does this mean? Like, this isn't a good thing to be two-faced in our culture. And it was like they were saying, oh, in Asian culture it's more like he's biased. It's not that he's two-faced and he's showing you one thing and another. It's that he's biased towards MC and that he treats everybody else differently, and it has like a certain connotation that doesn't quite translate nicely to English. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, so like learning about that kind of stuff's really neat in this game. But I would not play this game continuously if I could not read it readily. I don't know if I would like Xavier being a husky voice daddy. I kind of like that he's Jesse McCartney to me. I kind of like him being my little, like, you know, teenage dream that I don't dream about anymore because I got mad at him because he lies all the time. Yes, Info posted an official statement regarding that on their... Yeah, see, that was helpful. Like, I like that. One thing I really like, I have a friend that we're really into into Danmei, and specifically we got really into the Untamed slash Grandmaster Demonic Cultivation, as well as Heaven Official's Blessing. Not so much Scum Villain, but we got into those two. And in doing so, we kind of got into a deep dive, my friend and I, about with some Chinese friends of ours, and they were kind of explaining that like we got into okay, tangent we got into like a bit of a thing because someone online was like, we read fan fiction, and a lot of fan fiction writers will write the character of Long Wang Ji like being monosyllabic, like he doesn't really say much, and they kind of, and the way it comes off when you translate it to English and start writing as a fanfic author in English without understanding the way I think Chinese works, it comes off as like he doesn't have a large vocabulary and he just kind of is very like shy and quiet. And I may be wrong, but like what I'm remembering was what was explained to me by my Chinese friend was that it's you can speak volumes with less words, and that's what Lang Wangji is doing. Is he's not necessarily saying less, he's just using less words to speak more elegantly because it's a poetic language. And I'm butchering this, I know, but I was like, oh yeah, I was like, that's exactly it. It's like he says what he has to, but he says it in the most elegant way. And it just doesn't translate to English because English it's like we're a letter-based language. We're not, we don't have like the poetry and all like the symbolism behind it. So it's got less of a direct translation. So it comes off that way, but he's very elegantly spoken. So I find like that's very interesting to me, is like learning all of that and learning how boring English can sometimes be. I'm like, wow, our language is not great. Yeah, I would like to. Yeah, that's it. Like I don't envy them their task in trying to make sure we get the context correct. That's a hard task because I think that there are certain things that like, and this goes into the study of like history and everything. Like now, see, I'm really deep diving, the study of history and the study of culture, because there are like colloquialisms that got so deeply ingrained into the formation of language that like in Asian cultures, they understand certain colloquialisms that like just make sense. And then and they don't even have to think about it. And then when they had to translate it to English and then realize the English people are still scratching their heads, they're like, okay, hold up. I have to like take you back and explain this. And that's what I find so interesting. It's like, it's not easy. And we do it in English too, where I realized when I was learning French and I was living in France and I was trying to translate certain things from English into French, particularly when I was trying to make exclamations or say something, they don't translate. And because like, I'm trying to think of an example. I do know one like with French where like they're like like when you're saying you have to go to the bathroom in French, and you're essentially like, I'm going to go, like if you have to go number 2, you're like, oh, I'm going to go shed the peach. Like if someone came to you in English and they're like, oh, I'm going to shed the peach, you're like, wait, what? And you're like, but it makes sense, and like it's a colloquialism, so like it's just so deeply ingrained that like I wouldn't think twice about it, and I didn't have an appreciation for how hard it is to transfer meanings between languages until like I was living in a different country trying to speak their language and trying to like express emotions without just being blunt about my words, because that was a dead giveaway. Granted, I failed miserably because my French is terrible. It's awful. So like everyone knew anyway, but like they appreciated when I tried. Mannerisms was I'm Asian myself and typically 100% Filipino. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, see, exactly. I don't want to butcher it when I speak of it, but like I hope people understand. I'm coming from a place of like admiration for that, for like Asian cultures. Like I think their language is so complex, which makes it really hard for like me as from a letter-based language to learn. But also like it's so fascinating, and like the details and like how poetic their languages are. Like you guys are, it's awesome. And then we have like Latin, and I'm like, so boring. It's not. It actually gets really interesting when you get into the history of Latin phrases and like stuff like that, but it also it's a letter-based language. We went for ease, and then we broke all of our rules, so it wasn't that easy. Oh, thanks. I'm not. Yeah, I have a kind of a core group of like friends as well that like I what I try not to do is speak about it as if I'm the authority. That's it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not speaking. I'm just speaking out of it as a place of appreciation and saying like I'm trying to show appreciation. I'm not the authority on it. But my friends have been very helpful in helping me realize, and their intricate honor system is a bane on my. It's a bane of your existence. Oh no. They do have intricate honorific systems, and it honestly, I tried to learn a little bit of Japanese, and like I don't even want to get into it. Like you lost me. And I'm like going from English to French grammar, which is not reinventing the wheel, it's just two sides of the wheel, already confuses me. Why do we have to gender our words? I'm sorry, Spanish and French. Why are we and Italian? Why are we gendering our words? And then as soon as they become plural, they no longer have a gender. I don't get it. I don't get it. Don't get me started when I tried Japanese. I'm like, I give up. I'm for me, Japanese, like I just have to be a memorization game. I just have to remember it, because that's the only way I'm gonna do this. And it's not because I don't want to. I really, really do. I'm just very bad at languages to start. So I try really, really hard, but like I get really nervous about butchering them. So at some point it just becomes a memorization game. Like it's bad. Ah! Rosen, you gotta get used to it. I am of the Asian persuasion, so I am more than aware. The reason why it is like native religious putting emphasis on okay, all right, that's interesting. I still would like a good answer about why French and other Latin-based, romance-based languages gender their words. I have yet to have a good explanation as to why that is the decision we made. And then they don't stick to it. Like if you go to France and try to speak gendered words, and if you the trick is if you speak fast enough where they can't tell if it's a le or la, like they're not gonna say anything. Just go le. Like speak fast enough and go like kind of buzz over it. You're fine because they won't know either. There's like actually quite a few like TikToks of these like French speakers quizzing President Macron. And he gets some of them wrong, like the genders of the words wrong. So like the key is like like even they don't know, but also why did we do that in the dream? The reason why it is oh, I have to hit play. We're not playing a video anymore, Steph. You have to actually hit the play game. In the dream, I saw Philos again. It was far away from me, yet it was still beautiful. Wait. So she's the queen, and she died and became the chosen one here. And I want to know how Xaviers here and what timeline he's from, because I feel like they're not from the same timeline. Just my current thoughts. My current thoughts. Not white flagging it yet, but like my current thought is that this is sus. Walls of a brilliant so white surrounded the city. The towers loomed in clusters, their vibrant flags fluttering the streets gleam with the sloth radiance. A precision of see, now I'm really glad that I did play the myth before this. You're right, Lenali. Me trying to like raw dog it last time, being like, no, I don't need to play the myth, and then I got like two things in, was like, no, I need to play the myth. A procession of silvery white knights slowly navigates the streets covered in flowers. They head to the ancient royal capital. The knight who leads them is surrounded by people. It's impossible to see his face clearly. He carries a certain air. Although he has returned from his journey, his presence is strangely familiar.
All of you can go on ahead. I'll join you once I've seen her.
The sun, moon, and stars revolve around as he turns around. My vision blurs. The white city walls transform into a clock tower bathed in sunset's glow. He turns around, sees me, and smiles. Before I can recognize him, a flock of pigeons flies past us. Their flapping wings obscure his eyes.
I thought you'd never see me again.
Whose fault is that? Huh? Jessykins? Who's that? Whose fault is that? It is not mine. You could have still done it. It sort of feels better knowing it. It does feel a lot. You really thought you'd be able to understand. I really did. I really did think I'd be able to understand. I did not. This does feel a lot better knowing. Now it makes sense. If I had not played the myth before this, I don't think I would have been. I don't think I will be able to guess where in the timeline this takes place. Which makes me want to play the other Raphael myth really badly. I open my eyes and I feel like it's been a very long dream. I see the hem of the black garment as it casts a graceful arc under the candle. Oh, he didn't kill me. The mushroom soup did not poison me. It was just hallucinogenic. Sir, wrong mushrooms. You picked the wrong mushrooms. We ate we went on a shroom trip. I need someone to describe this myth in like a couple, like describe this myth without describing this myth. And it's like, you get high off shrooms. It's going to be one of the bullet points. That man is looking at me as if he stepped out of my dream.
I have an antidote.
Good. In his hand, he's holding a bowl of medicine that gives off a faintly bitter scent. Although I've returned to my senses, I'm at a loss of words.
I already tasted it.
Misinterpreting my thoughts, he speaks in a calm tone. I hesitate before reaching out to grab the hem of his clothes and squeeze it a few times.
No. No, I'm not a hallucination that appeared because you were poisoned.
I don't know, man. I don't know. This could all be a hallucination. This whole thing. Sits down at the edge of the bed, his elegant long fingers supporting the back of my neck as he brings the bowl of medicine to my lips. His pose is unmistakably intimate, yet his expression remains unchanged. His eyelashes aren't even raised once. Well, since you didn't kill me by poison, can we go back to option number 3? I'd like it. I hear the clamor. Did something happen? I like that. This myth is like, Infold is like, you were correct in guessing that he is a dark horse. We have dark armor, and he has a horse. We are dark horsing this. Like, no, I know. It's a stretch. There was a war happening here in a place like this?
Yes. Some of the Revenants harbor obsessions from their past, waging war relentlessly. They never really die, and they don't stop.
They were once your subjects, Your Majesty. Why did you make it sound like it has nothing to do with you?
Listen. The loudest voices belong to those trying to find a way to rescue you, the Chosen One.
Answer the question, Jesse McCartney.
If you die here, I'm afraid my moments of peace will significantly decrease for the next month.
That's not answering my question. He's so bad at answering the question. He's so bad at it. The light flickers in his face and he picks the bowl again.
Open your mouth.
The slightly bitter liquid spreads across my tongue. He gives me a sidelong glance, but he doesn't look away until he's confirmed I finished every drop. I'm not excited about this. You've just tried to poison me with mushrooms. Not stoked. During the days I've been bedridden. Oh my god. Oh my god. He made her bedridden. We tripped so hard we couldn't get out of bed. Oh, crap. Well, I can say in a way that I've done shrooms. During the day I've been bedridden, outlandish rumors have been spread throughout the city. The Mad King has become the Chosen One's servants. The Chosen One risked her life. The Chosen One that made a great sacrifice. They've misunderstood my actions from when I picked up a dagger and stormed into the castle. The Revenants are so moved by this supposed heresy that they gather at the riverside below the castle every night to sing their praises. When he gets annoyed at their wailing cacophony. I love the word cacophony. Every time I see it in text, it just scratches something in my brain. He occasionally heads out with his sword in hand. He returns quickly and their voices disappear. I'm unsure of what happened outside. However, the shouting isn't as frequent as it was before for the past few days. Since then, finding a way to return to Philos became my only goal. Cinders is not a single river. It's connected by numerous tributaries of various size. They intertwine like a tree's root system that extends in all directions. Something tells me the tree of life is the rivers and not an actual tree somewhere in Philos, but I'm just saying. Some of these tributaries flow into gloomy swamps or plunge into bottomless ravines. Others lead to lairs with revenant knights. Yet no matter where I look, I'm unable to locate the tree of life from Philosian myths. I think the rivers are the tree. Yggdrasil. Oh my god, we're just taking from all the mythology. Just all of the mythology. I'm so glad I took a lot of mythology in school. Days after day, I marked the new location on my map only to cross out their names later. Oh, he's back to wearing the crown. Exhausted, I climbed down the castle wall. The moon has already reached its zenith. A figure in the garden behind the castle. His hair reflects the faint luster under the moonlight. Is that Xavier? Yeah, his hair is far less luminous in this version. Very gray. His interests have changed as of late. Instead of killing others, he grows flowers. Yet not even a fraction of light touches Cinder's fell, and only lumen flora grow here. The flower he tends to is one I haven't seen before. Pardon me. What kind of flower is that? Curious, I walk up to him. He glances at me before he continues to water the plants.
One that shouldn't be able to survive here.
Then why are you growing it? He doesn't answer me, his fingertips touching the withering stem. I'm not sure if he didn't hear me or doesn't want to respond. I know you have secrets. You don't need to tell me.
The fact that I have secrets shouldn't be a secret.
It's not a secret. Clearly, I just said it out loud. But this secret is related to a certain person, yes? I crouch down beside him and push aside the cluster of leaves. The wilted leaves veins have taken on a yellowish hue, and the light blue flower bud drops. Ooh, sorry. Droops. It looks so fragile, and it might snap at any moment. People typically grow flowers to remind themselves of someone or give them as a gift. I doubt there's anyone you want to give flowers in this city, though.
There is one person.
Wait. The way I took Xavier giving us the antidote wrong, my head went into the gut. Oh. Now I want to know. I was just like, we got drugged. There's one person. Who? He sets the watering can beside, turns to face me, and looks into my... Me? Moi? Pour moi? Oh.
We'll talk about it when the flower blooms.
You just said it can't survive here. It's not gonna bloom. I want to know now. I'm not patient. I don't know if it will ever blossom. However, I do know that someone who promised to help me hasn't kept his word. He nods thoughtfully.
You created a map of the entire city. Then you walked along the tributaries large and small.
Oh, thank you for the join. Thank you for the... Was that followers? I can't see if that's the text. Oh, thank you. I was rating. I'm getting rated. That's a lie. Raiders, hello. Hello, Vivian. Hi, welcome. Welcome to me trying to play this myth and we're making jokes. I can't take him. Clearly, apparently, me being in this myth, I have so far been drugged unintentionally, and we keep making sword jokes. Welcome. You created a map of the entire city, then you walked along the tributaries large and small. Yes, I did.
You've done good deeds all the while. Tales related to your acts of kindness have spread throughout the land.
Yes. Not the dude. The sword jokes though. There was one sword joke. They were like talking about all the ways that we could kill the MC, and it was like being stabbed by his giant blade, and my brain did not imagine gore. And we'll leave it there. Move on. Ah. Wait, how do you know about all of this? You rarely leave the castle.
Would you say these methods of yours are effective?
No, they're not, because you're not helping me. I'm quiet, then I shake my head.
None of them are the correct method to return to Philos. What
a pity. It is a pity. He's always like this. He dismisses my words with a few of it. He dismisses your words and then doesn't answer your questions, which is the problem we have with every single Xavier. Answer my questions. Well, we'll set that aside for now. No, we won't. Answer the question. About the relationship you mentioned before, I've made up my mind. I'll be your queen. That was what I said. My identity is known far and wide. I've also earned a bit of respect. Why don't you step back and let me be the actual ruler of Cinderfell? A queen, in other words. No, marry him. That's not what I meant. I didn't mean take his crown. I meant join his crown. Why is this so hard to get? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We just made that way harder than it needed to be. That way you won't be bothered by outside affairs. It doesn't matter if you want to plant flowers, kill revenants, or live a quiet life. To put it simply, I want it to be someone who's important to you. There we go. There we go. Good. Yes. Right. Correct. Correct path. Perhaps worried about losing a stable source of food. I made a vow with the utmost sincerity. I didn't know what his thoughts are, however.
What do you mean by important?
What would you like it to mean? Let's say you're the only person, the only one that matters in my life. I would say that we are now in the current situation of being the only two living people on Earth. And that has a lot of implications. So we should get started. I'm leaving it there. Beating around the bush is he spice of life. Indeed. Indeed, quite. He does beat around the bush.
So you want to protect me?
It's his foreplay. Let's go. Yeah. It's as if he couldn't hear me clearly. He crosses his arms and takes a nice step towards me. He's pretending to be... He made a humble inquiry. I doubt you need my protection when you wield a sword like that. Jesus. Could we stop bringing up the sword, please? And its size? Back... But when those references attack again, I'll be by your side. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. He be swanging that thing. He is swanging. Swang. He actually laughed. I can hardly believe my eyes. Me too.
I can help you figure out a method. On the other hand, you need to find a way
Interact.
to make a flower bloom.
You need to find a way to make a flower bloom. Are you sure it can still be saved? I can try, but I don't have a green thumb. The best I got is some succulents. I didn't mean, but it fit. So, after agreeing to the surprisingly simple condition, I returned to my room. After spending these days together, Xavier seemed nothing like the Mad King those acolytes talked about. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Anali. So, anywho's. But the way he took it in and promised to help felt just like just it did feel like an excuse because he keeps making those to avoid talking. Imagine. An excuse to keep me here. Could it be because of that chosen one rumor? With no answer for now, I sigh, yet his smile from the moments ago keeps flashing through my mind. I did name Xavier Jesse McCartney. Because he okay, not in this form. Not like this. This version does not. But like normally he looks like Jesse McCartney. And you cannot tell me I'm wrong. I think in one stream I pulled up an album cover to prove it. I was like, no, you need to see this side by side. Like it looks, they look this, like it looks the same. I'm not wrong. If you look up, yeah, it's Jesse McCartney. And that's how I remember him. His name is Jesse McCartney. So if you ever hear me screaming at Jesse, it's either myself or it's him. Because, yeah, anyway. It is the hair. It's the hair and, like, his big blue eyes. It is. I don't, like, if we have the other Xavier pop up, I'll pull up a picture again and we'll do a comparison. Because it's uncanny. It's also like the nose shape. I was like, something about this is just like screaming Jesse McCartney. The baby face. It was the baby face. A call of an owl resounds outside the balcony. Then Shadow swoops down, drops an envelope within a wax seal, and then flies away. What am I, Harry Potter? Huh? I return to my bed and open the envelope. On the letter, the stark, concise handwriting catches my eye. We would like to invite the chosen one to our sacred monastery so she can observe the selection process for the pilgrimage ceremony tomorrow. No! You're... Okay. The Order of Babel looks forward to your answer. The answer is no, because you're all hallucinating, and I can't help you. I don't know how to help you. That was a long chapter. These chapters are long. It is 10:50. Wow, that was long. That was like... Well, granted, I kept making comments throughout, but... I may need to continue this another night. That was long. That was really, really long. Oh boy. I don't know how long chapter 4 is, but 1, 2, 3. I did stop to talk for like 30 minutes because I had a whole like a thing to say. Oh my god. That's true. Maybe I could fit one more in, and that way I only have 5 next time, so I don't feel like I have to do this between like 6 sessions. Okay, first off, tell me this is not Cinderella's Castle from Disney. Just saying. My nicknames for the boys are My Darling, My Honey, My Dear, Dr. Lee, and BM Twinsy. Cute! I feel like a lot of people have a lot of cute names for them. And like mine are all just based off of my interactions with them. Like I said, Jesse McCartney reminds me of Jesse McCartney. Dr. Elsa is not original. I'm not the first to think of that, but I will agree it is absolutely the one that fits the best. Raphael is Audacious Firefish / Fire Guppy because he has the audacity, and like when I first met him, I was like, oh my god, this guy is like jaw-dropping audacity. And then he's a fish and he has fire. Vlad the Impaler I kind of explained. Because for 2 months I was convinced he was a vampire. Now that I know he's a dragon, it still works. It still fits because Vlad Dracul, so he is going to be forevermore Vlad the Impaler. Also because of euphemisms. Because when you first meet him, he throws you on his lap, and I'm going to leave it there. Moving on. Bucky Skywalker and Darth Barnes, because it is the perfect mix of Anakin Skywalker and Bucky Barnes. And it's the same duality. He's got the robot arm. He's got the brainwashing and the dark side, and he's got like the flippies. So that's where we're at. That's why that is the explanation behind my nicknames. So far, Bucky Skywalker, Darth Barnes came to me in the chapter Homecoming Wings. Like, it came to me pretty quickly. The one that took the longest was Silas. Like, I did not have a nickname for him for a very long time. And then it was one of the streams, like a couple streams ago, that I was like, oh my God. Like, and Lenali was there, but like a couple of you in this thread were there, but like you all watched me and I was like, nope, that's it. That's the one. It just kind of like landed in my lap. Ironically. Okay. I love these. Thanks for posting. Some localizations are definitely better than others with trying to get a scene, the sense of the original. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I do thank you for posting. The first names I had set for them were Zane Lee, Xavier Shen, Raphael Keys, Aww. I butchered that, didn't I? I was just mumbling. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's sad. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay, hold on. We can do one more. And then maybe. We're gonna try and speedrun this. We're gonna see how fast I can go through this. One more. You get one more. Oh wait, I went to the ceremony. That's not good. I thought the Babel Monastery was really far away. Each month, the monastery selects individuals to sail along the endless cinders. This is known as the pilgrimage ceremony. The revenants believe that by traveling along the cinders, one can find the tree of life that connects Cinderfell to Philos. You could squeeze one more. Yeah, I could squeeze it. Even more, I find myself at the monastery. Everything has been transformed. Yeah, how did we get back? Because that was like a journey to get from Cinderfell to there. Anyway. The dilapidated altar and crumbling walls have been restored by the revenants. They're functional now. The acolytes' soft chanting echoes throughout the building. They carry an ineffable reverence. I can speak. I pass through the noisy entrance hall and enter the courtyard. It seems the bishop has been waiting for me. You've said the apocalypse is only a matter of time, and I'm the key to saving the world. Even though I know these revenants cannot truly perish, I still feel a strange sense of unease upon the bishop again. Seeing the bishop again. If there's going to be a world-ending flood, you should be building dams. And if war is about to break out, you should be mobilizing armies. Those are more productive options than pining your hopes on me, your so-called chosen one. Sensing the doubt in my words, he responds with a slight smile.
You think I've spouted lies to control the revenants, is that right?
Correct. Why do they believe in me? Why do they believe in you?
Since ancient times, Philos was given a divine prophecy about its creation.
Uh-huh.
At the world's end, the Chosen One will lead countless souls to be reborn, taking on a vessel of flesh and blood.
No, where did that come from? I have a question. Where did that come from? Because
your very existence is proof of this.
Is it? Is it? Because, like, listen. Like, all mythology has an origin. It all does. And I want to know who wrote that. Where are you getting, where are your sources? Ah, I love that. Xavier's secretly a Time Lord. If I wasn't so attached to calling him Jesse McCartney because it was the first nickname that popped into my head because he looked like Jesse McCartney, his name would be changed to Ancient Alien. Because I have to make History Channel jokes, but he's an Ancient Alien. But secretly a Time Lord, also a good one. Brat Boy Summer, I love that. No, that's freaking brilliant. Brat Boy Summer is perfect. I love that. Brat Boy Summer. Dad, you're not my supervisor. Oh my god, that tracks. Yep, I agree wholeheartedly. And I haven't met the other dudes yet. You'll get there, but I love your nicknames so far. Those are fantastic. Those need to stick around for a while. Xavier is not beating my allegations so far. No, he's not. He's just eluding them. He's like, I'm just not gonna, like, he's like, I plead the fifth. I'm neither gonna confirm nor deny. It's like, no! This is not America, and you do not get to plead the fifth. Yeah. No, Xavier is, anytime I'm mad at him, he goes from being Jesse McCartney to Ancient Aliens. Or anytime in story we reference his age, I call him an Ancient Alien. But secretly a Time Lord. That is good. Brat Boy Summer, also fantastic. I love that one. Brat Boy Summer. He is that. He's a sleepy old man who cannot be bothered, honestly. I respect that. No. I don't respect it. I want to know. I want to know everything. Myths are just myths. Yeah, there were MC and I, same page. There's stories invented by humans who lived years ago. MC and I, same page. Where are your sources? Where are your sources? I just watched like a great 2-hour documentary on, not documentary, it was more like an info video about the origins of the Atlantis myth, and it is fascinating. Fun fact, Atlantis not real. Fun fact, Plato trying to write a propaganda piece. Moving on.
You are correct. However, Philos has truly been destroyed.
It has. Yes, indeed. Indeed it has.
You have the freedom to choose your path. We shall not force you to bear the responsibility of being the chosen one. We are incapable of forcing you, in fact.
Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. Chew, I like that. I'm sure I spelled that. Have you read his anecdotes? I have read the anecdotes for... Wait. His being Xavier? I believe I have read all of his, I think. I believe so. I'm pretty sure I read all of his. I think I'm caught up on his. The only problem is I can only remember one of them right now. But I'm pretty sure I've read them all. I'm pretty sure if I like clicked into it, I could remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I read all of Xaviers. No, the Time Lord allegations. That was why I was like, no. One each so far.
But the pilgrimage ceremony shall be carried out as planned. It will be held during the next full moon.
Okay. He smiles before removing the key around his neck. He places it in the palm of my hand.
Memories prove one's existence.
Don't they, though? Is this gonna help?
Yet those who died here are trapped. They can never create new memories.
That's fair.
If you cannot understand our faith, then I implore you to visit the underground library and see.
Ooh, there's a library? Ooh, you don't say. Twist my arm. I am headed there now. To the library. Yeah, Xavier has a Muppet following him around for his school essay. Yeah. That was the one. I don't want to spoil if no one read them, but a lot of his story is there. Yes! I do love the anecdotes. And I like the kid that followed him too. I thought that was part of the reason that I stuck with the Jesse McCartney name too, is because he just was adorable in that anecdote. Sorry. For several days I immersed myself in the sea of no, show me the library. Show me the library. I want the library. Rude. For several days I immersed myself in the sea of books. Although I found no records that related to the pilgrimage ceremony, I learned that what happened to Philos during my absence. In the beginning, the energy needed to extend the planet's lifespan was almost depleted. Beasts called Wanderers grew increasingly violent and occupied most of the planet. Yes, we know this, thank you. Even an immortal planet sustained with energy would fail to escape the fate of decline. Okay, yeah. After 200 years of silence, a young woman with not a drop of royal blood ascended the throne. Under her rule, Philos reclaimed its former glory for a time. This period would later be called the Morn Era. That's upsetting. However, historical records about her are scarce. They've only managed to preserve the magnificent spectacle of her coronation. Her life and fate were seemingly erased by an invisible hand. There is nothing but a blank void. The situation in Philos grew increasingly dire as time passed. The royal family and citizens were split into several factions. Their constant disputes rendered the monarchy on the brink of collapse. Natural disasters raged while the fires of the war burned without end. The flame of chaos swept across the land and destroyed the last vestiges of the old world order. Okay, hold up. Just try to piece this together out loud. But you have the queen ascended to the throne. She doesn't have royal blood. The factions are still warring because in the last myth we watched, they were already warring before she took the throne, and her taking the throne was just to help all that. Clearly it didn't. And natural disasters raged in the fires. So clearly her sticking around waiting for Xavier to fix the problem didn't work either because natural disasters are happening. Okay, I'm caught up. Natural disasters raged while the fires of war burned without end. The flame of chaos swept across the land and destroyed the last vestiges of the old world order. The last monarch of Philos was an undefeated arbiter of judgment, yet he was the tyrant who supposedly led the Wait. So this is my kid? I'm so confused. Nepo baby two sleeper. Indeed. Wait, this is my kid? Is this my kid? I'm confused. Was I pregnant? Did I have a kid? Like, oh my god. Okay, I will get answers. Keep going. Oh my god, who? The last monarch of Philips was an undefeated arbiter of judgment. Yet he... So confused. What? This does not make sense. The timeline does not compute. The tyrant addicted to bloodshed, the embodiment of corruption, the fallen god who was devoured by the darkness. This must be Xavier. Questions. In every historical record about him, the fall of Philos is almost universally blamed on that king. Yet as I carefully read through the list of crimes, I feel as if he can't be blamed for everything.
What part of the text made you stop reading?
Oh, thank you for the follow! What part of the text? You know what part of the text? The part where I can't compute the timeline. I feel like that meme where it's the guy and he has like the pin board with all the strings and he's just like that. And that is the meme I'm currently living in my head. Straw, I look up to find the tyrant himself. He's leaning down from the balcony above it. His gaze is fixated on me. Why are you here?
My only important person disappeared.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, have a good night. Thanks for joining. My only important person disappeared. Was I not supposed to look for you? You were, but I'm confused. I notice the young acolyte who served as an attendant has dozed off in the corner. Book in hand, I walk over to him. All these meticulous detailed accusations and atrocities, they read more like fantasy than history. He neither confirms nor denies it, of course. He jumps down from the balcony and picks up a book. Ugh! Confirm or deny, but neither. Don't do neither. I can only imagine that what expression the acolytes would have had if they saw him walking around as though he owned the monastery. I'm just working at the headcanon. MC's almost related to her incarnation. She gets murked a lot, and yeah, she does, and loses the past life. Yerp. According to this book, the first 200 years of your reign were referred to as the Golden Epoch. It must have been wonderful. Why did...
Some matters should remain shrouded in the unknown.
No, they should not. Oh my god, answer the question. Just humor me. Humor me. Xavier's secret time, but he still remember it. I agree. If you want to tell me, then that's that. Yeah, if you don't tell me that, I'll assume all these all these myths about you are true since you won't say anything. I hesitate. My curiosity eventually gets the better of me. Tightly holding the book, I move closer to him. So what happened to the royal capital of Philos?
It was destroyed.
I see that. What about the holy sword of the goddess?
The statue was shattered.
Oh boy. Astria Knight Academy and the oaks behind the Star Hunter's main building. I desperately recall the places I can remember.
Burnt to cinders, along with all the birds in the forest.
Damn. The wind blows past us again. The windows rattle as the chandelier above us sways. The curled yellowed pages flutter rapidly as the story rewinds to the first year of the Morn era. A single event was commemorated. The coronation of Phyllis' only queen. Let's change the subject then. Have you met this queen? Out of all the monarchs who ruled Philos, why is her story glossed over? Even her portrait is unrecognizable now. I touch the blurry portrait on the page. The ink has been smudged. He looks up and his gaze lingers at the page, then he turns away.
I don't remember. I will say that your impression of Philos is too idealistic.
Oh? Then please, do clarify. Ah, he frustrates me. But those revenants said Philos.
They have no memories, and those without memories can only believe the stories told by others. Lend them your ear for too long, and you'll become just like them.
Or I could lend you my ear and you could tell me what the correct version is, and then we wouldn't be having this conversation. How do you... Xavier girlies. Real question for the chat. How do you do this? How do you do this and not go insane? I cannot. Love and grief space intensifies. I like that, grief space. That's a lot better. I call it love and deep depression, but love and grief space is quite rolly off the tonguey. Lend me your... Yep, okay. It's past his bedtime and he can't be bothered to lore dump. I need him to lore dump. Easy, we love the tug and pull and the angst and the foreplay. Did you have to put it like that? I choose all the dialogue options. That clown on him. Kind of the same though, I do too. Oh my god, I can't. I'm already someone without any memories. That's why I want to return to Philos and find them.
The revenants will be at their strongest during the full moon. We'll head back once you've seen enough.
Okay. Only now do I realize that he's here to take me back, even if he didn't say so directly. No, because he doesn't tell you anything directly. Why would you ever think he tells you something directly? Because he doesn't do that. He's never done that. Xavier? Ah. I see. You're worried about my safety. You said you needed to find me because of our agreement, but it's actually because of loneliness. You've lived in the castle for too long. The absurdity of our deal, his awkward expression of concern, perchance it's because he's alone and bored for years.
I won't stop you from drawing your own conclusions.
Nah, I'm right, aren't I, ancient alien? You with a little ancient sadness, huh? Good, I'll just do that, especially when it involves matters that make you uncomfortable. You refuse to speak of them in either case. I narrow my eyes and lean towards him. I push the book he's holding inside. I love right now that MC and I are on the same page. MC and I are like, okay, we get it. But like MC's being a little bit more lenient. I would be like a lot more direct. Not like, I would be a lot more direct. I narrow my eyes and lean towards him. I push the book he's holding to the side. The city of Revenants has existed for over 100 years. Have you truly been alone all this time? The Revenants exist in groups. The acolytes gather together. They pray all day and all night in the monastery. I can hardly imagine what it must have been like to live alone for 100 years, never aging, never dying. Aren't there any friendly revenants you can talk to? Oh, no.
You want me to become close friends with them?
Well, maybe if you talk to them and then we exchange stories and we talked about what happened, then we could maybe find an answer to how to get out of the situation. I don't know. Just spitballing ideas here. Troll him back, girl. Not all revenants are disagreeable.
You're already prepared then.
What do you mean? For what?
You'll be their only goddess. And once you're no longer needed, you'll be a sinner they hate.
Well, when you put it like that, ow. A complex, indiscernible emotion wells up inside me. I retort before I can stop myself. You always say they deserve to be trapped in their futile obsession for eternity. How are you and I any different from them? Aren't we also trapped? I'm obsessed with returning. What about you? He just doesn't want to be alone.
Obsessions are for the dead. I have none.
I have a flower in a garden that says differently. He turns, his profile etched in moonlight, yet his features are obscured in the shadow. Me too, I do feel like he's trying to warn us away from some cult. But he could do better. I can't help but feel like nothing matters to him, whatever time passes or stops, whether the flower he tends blooms or not. Because cannot be bothered. But bother. I want him to bother. He's just waiting for what, I'm not sure. An inexplicable sense of frustration and loss bubbles inside me. Never mind. Don't leave just yet. I found these books for you. His furrows his brow slightly. He turns and takes the books.
Philosian Guide, Caring for Flowers, and How to Identify Edible Mushrooms.
That one's necessary. That is required reading. I expect a 4-page book report on that one by the end of the week. No excuses. I do not want to be tripping again. I did not enjoy the first trip. Let's not have a second, okay? Oh my god, that's such a good one. I'm not sure if flowers can bloom without light, but watering them 3 times a day will definitely kill them. Also, don't poison me again. Okay, we got through that one pretty quickly. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. That was great. Now can I go? Hold on, I'm caring about this a lot because I've been trying to get rid of these. There's Caleb. Looking like a douche. I love him. I love him so much. How are we doing? I got 48 minutes. Dang it! Ah! I just got these after I set this. To clarify, I know I can use these little doohickeys, but I didn't get them until after I set this, which is why I care so much right now about it. Oh, I have 40 minutes. No! Rude. Oh my god. Hold on, wait, go back here. How many do I have here? I only have 2. Boo. That doesn't help me. Look, maybe I go do some rolls. Maybe we do some rolls. Oops. Another one, lol. I might if I just stick up. Yeah, maybe. You know what? Heck it. Heck it. I want to wait. We're going, well, 48, hold on. 11:23. 40. It's 12:10 in the morning. That's an hour from now, almost. Oh, when I'm more refreshed. Okay, I take your, yeah. You get another tomorrow, so what do you mean I get? Yeah, I know I get. That's the point. I don't want more. I've been accumulating those stupid magnets and I keep trying to get rid of them, and I had one blissful day where I actually got rid of them by the end of the day, and I was so excited, and then that day quickly ended because it, like, as soon as you get rid of them, they're like, have some gold magnets, and I'm like, I hate everything about this. And what I've realized is that if you exercise with them, you can get the quick renders, but I don't have time to keep exercising with the boys for 30 minutes. Oh boy. What do now? What do? I'm level 78 now. Yay! You want more magnets? Do you not get magnets every time you do all your dailies? Does that end? Does that come to an end? I need more ways to farm. Oh, farm magnets. How did you get 200 of the cubes? I have the complete opposite problem. I keep accumulating magnets and I can't get rid of them. And it drives me bonkers. How did you get so many magnets? Where from? Or not magnets, sorry. Cubes. How did you get the cubes? 30 each? Or you've been doing 5 minutes apiece for... No, I've done 30 minutes each to get them. Yeah. We've got some 70 cards. Currently, we are struggling because I don't have enough gems. which seems to be hidden behind a paywall for me because I keep rolling for heart sand anyway. Ah. Okay, alright, I see. Yeah, I tend to check back in 8 hours, but I'm not fast enough to get rid of them. I get something else besides the cube for 30 minutes, but the 30 minutes, I go for the cube, so if I can get it after 5, that would be helpful. That'd be good to know. I'm learning so much this round. Hold on. Take me to the shop. Take me to the shop. Buy me more bottles. I need them. I am always in need of the stupid bottles. Problem. Yeah, like I've leveled all the Silases up enough that I can do more of the. So now the next one was, I think, Caleb. And I got most of him to 60s and 50s, so I think he's okay to keep going for a minute because he's the like lowest one. And then next is Raphael, but Raphael I am. Oh boy. I should switch to using the mermaid sons, but like this one is my 70s, so we're working there. We're getting there, but like I have none of the stones. I have so many of the big ones, none of these ones. And so that is my current dilemma, is that I'm trying to level these up to keep going up in the deep space trials, and I have hit a wall. So when we get to the deep space trials, here, I like, not this one. I don't, for some reason, I just don't keep doing this one. I do it when I remember and then forget, but Silas, we finally broke the wall, so he's okay. He's at 50, but Raphael is behind a wall, so I need to get him up next. Caleb is okay for a minute, but these two, I have to level him up. For some reason, I can't beat the next level he's at. I don't know why. Yeah, I need to level him up. It's not good. Yeah, Caleb's weird push-ups. He does have weird push-ups. Yeah, I do the 30 minutes a piece. I do 30 minutes and then I get the cubes, like the roll faster cubes. So I'll do.
Let me guess. You want to show off and talk about how many wanderers you defeated today.
I do. And you're gonna listen.
Did you manage to beat your personal best?
He's so supportive when he doesn't care, but the minute he starts caring, he becomes overbearing.
You haven't asked me to keep you company for a while.
I didn't mean to rhyme, but
do?
I did. My protocors are pretty good. They're all like levels. Well, most of them are level 5s. Some of them are level 10s. They're all gold protocors. I've done pretty good on the protocors, but keep hitting walls. You haven't asked me to keep. But like, yeah, if you do the workout and you go.
Dragging me into a workout is the activity you do before bed.
How do you know I'm going to bed? Who said I'm going to bed? I'm not going to bed.
Alrighty. I'll burn off some energy with you.
You sure? Yeah, so I usually do 30 and I let it go and I'll go get lunch during the day, or I'll go do something else and then I'll come back, and by the time I come back, they're done and then I could have my thing. But I will say that my computer does not like me leaving them on for long time. My computer, like, I can hear the fan start to get really high on it after a minute. I just do the 5 minutes. I do 5 minutes, but I started doing the 30s if only because I want I don't know if it happens at 5 minutes. I just do it like, I don't know. I don't actually know. I don't actually know.
Even though you're lying down, your eyes are still energetic.
I'm not lying down.
Let me guess. You're spinning up those wild and intricate wanderer hunting stories in your head again, right?
I'm gonna punch you. I totally fought all the wanderers. I did everything I did. This is why I don't like it. Take off the douche shades. You're a lot nicer without the douche shades. Where am I going? I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Hold on. Let me go here. Let's see if I go to the deep space trial. 5 minute counts for the achievement. Okay, I could do. Nice. There you go, Seki. That answers the question. Just do 5. Okay, I'll do 5. I'll need to do 5s. That's good. Anyway, we'll start here. Alright, I will leave that here for tonight. And I will... I don't know what else to do. I don't know where else to go. I went all the way back here to start doing the fights again. But we still have not... We have not started Absurdity Unfolds / this whole new thing. I did finally finish The World Underneath. Woof! The information in this is woof. Like, this is a lot. This was a lot, and I took notes. Because I was like, this brain did not compute. I could take pretty pictures. I think you guys would all get bored about me taking pretty pictures on the stream. I sit there and I get really into it, and I like analyze. I'm like, sweet. Take my pretty pictures. But this was a lot of information. Holy hell! So this we need to get back to. Oh no! Really? Even more info? Yay! So, okay, here's the plan. This Tuesday, barring any sudden thunderstorms, and thank you gods above for not, striking me with lightning again tonight, because we had a thunderstorm before this started. I think it's gone now. Barring any thunderstorms, I don't have any other plans for I'm sorry. Tuesday I do. So Tuesday this week I do have plans. Thursday I have plans. So that's the announcement I wanted to make is for the time being, I may be Saturdays only because I just got a new gig that will keep me busy on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I think.
Only completed half of it,
Caleb, shush, I'm talking. Shush your buttons. I'm talking. Where was I? Anyway, right. So I have to form a new streaming schedule. So appreciate you guys bearing with me on the last week with it being hectic as heck and things coming in and out. This coming Thursday or Tuesday, I have a thing, and it should be over by 8 o'clock, which means that I should be able to come home and stream. Now, it's going to depend entirely on how I feel after said event. New job-ish kind of thing, new thing to do. So I have to go work for a couple hours and then come back. So, but it's from like 6 o'clock to like 7 or 8. So I should be on by like 8:39 my time, which is Central Time. So, ooh, hurts. Anyway, so my plan is to still stream on Tuesday. Barring me being way too tired for it. I don't think I should be, but we'll see where I'm at. So I will post in the Discord if I'm going to stream or not. I'll let you guys know. But I appreciate you guys being flexible with me on that one. Regardless, I will be available next Saturday, so I will stream again next Saturday. Reminder that I need to update my Twitch account to say that it don't stream on Thursdays anymore. I don't stream on Thursdays anymore. The least amount of people showed up then, and it was also like I ended up having every week I have something come up on Thursday where I'm like I have something to do, so we're narrowing it down. But so we'll try Tuesday and Saturday again next week. Tuesday we will continue the Xavier myth to finish that up, and then I may stick around on the myth cards. New chapters give you so before getting to Death and Rebirth, you should do okay. So I'll do the rest of Zane's myth. So we'll go straight from Knight Sephiroth Jr. Xavier to Zane. We'll finish up Zane's myths. And then I may even do the Caleb one. We'll do some myth exploration. See how that goes. By the time I finish all that up on these streams, I have a feeling like the next card or event is going to drop. We'll see if it's like an event and I play it like the wedding one. I don't think it'll be like that, but we'll see. We'll put it in. But I have some ideas for how to keep the stream going. Like I said, because I'm not done with the story. So we will eventually get back. You can't see my mouse, can you? Hold on. Excuse me. We will eventually. Not this. I passed this. Stop it. This one. We will eventually get back here. I have not started it. I'm excited to do it. I think I kind of want to do the myths first. So we're going to spend some time with the myths. If not interrupted by whatever events Inful decides to drop upon us. But I'll do some of the myths. We'll react to those. And then I may, as I did tonight, there might be some nights, like say I come home Tuesday and I'm really tired. We might do a thing where I watch through a myth I don't have. Because I want to watch. I feel like it was fun. It was fun tonight watching the myth with everyone too. So there'll be some nights where maybe we just watch the myths that I don't have, and we'll do that, and then we'll catch up before I go into Death and Rebirth, I think, and then hopefully I do Death and Rebirth once I've got some more mythology beneath my belt. Death and Rebirth will make sense doing the myths first to understand. Yeah, see, that's why I was like, I kind of want to do all the myths first. Linali, have you done the Silas myth yet, or are you waiting for you're waiting for the drop again, aren't you? We'll have to warn you about when Silas comes back. When I decide to watch the Silas myth, I think there's a couple of you that are like, I don't want to know until I get the physical card, and I'm like, I don't care to wait. So that'll be a watch. But nope, you're waiting for the rewind. Yep. So that is the plan, is that we're gonna go through the myths first, again, punctuated by whatever infold events there are. If I decide that there were some of the events, I'm like, like I didn't really play the mermaid myth, like the event part of it with everyone. I think I played the myth with everyone, like the card, but I didn't play the event with everyone. So all that to say is certain things I'm like, I'll do on my own. Yeah. But we'll do that. So that's the plan. Tuesday and Saturday. And then, yeah, that's it. So hopefully you can all join me again on Tuesday. It's been great having you all here. Thanks for joining me as we spend more time with poor Jesse McCartney, who has not gotten a lot of time lately. He's gotten a lot of flack. I do not feel like this made me feel any better about him. I still am mad at him, but I do appreciate the abundance of sword jokes, and I do, I like this version of Jesse McCartney better. I kind of like Knight version. I like him being a grumpus more. It kind of makes the not telling me things more bearable, which I think is hilarious. It's it for the first time on rerun. Yes, no, I totally understand. That's what I'm saying. Like, I will tell you when we go to the Silas one so that you don't have to worry about it. You're in the Discord, so I can tell you about it and be like, hey, we're running Silas tonight. Don't show up. I'm excited. But yeah, I'm hoping I'll enjoy more of Xavier. So next on Tuesday, we at present we plan to finish up the Xavier Knight myth. That is the plan for Tuesday. I will see you guys all then. It will be a little bit later than usual, so probably around 8:30, 9 p.m. Central Time, which is 7 p.m. PST and 10 p.m. ET if you're around. So if you're here, we'd love to have you. If not, I hope you guys have a great weekend rest of your weekend / rest of your week. Enjoy, and like I said, thank you for joining me today. It's been a lot of fun, and I was tired today, like lacking like I have a little bit of makeup on, but I feel like a grandma today. So thank you for joining on my granny stream. I decided to go grandma mode for my ancient alien. I'm not funny. I'll leave now. But anyway, thank you everyone for joining. It's been awesome. Like I said, I always love having you around, and yeah, and we'll see you guys on Tuesday. So thank you. Oh yeah, so I'll see you guys Tuesday. All right. Bye everyone. Have a good night. Have a good week. And as always, keep on keeping on. All right. Y'all do good. Bye.